When someone asks me what is life to you, I'll tell someone what I'm experiencing right now. Time haitaikuja tu ikupate ikwambie nichukue unitumie. Just squeeze everything in between. I always say when I go on stage, the lines I deliver will make people think about their lives. Will make people want to make sane decisions in the near future. The goal has never been to get money. The goal has always been to change the lives of people. There's a time I felt shaken when it comes to my faith because I've lost one of the most important people in my life.
Yeah.
Through the church, poverty is the reason as to why we will never succeed as a country.
Somebody is handling their own issues but are ready to hear your own issues. No, that is a friend.
If you don't have like emotional discipline, sexual discipline, and physical discipline in general, there's nowhere you're going in this industry.
God sometimes pauses for a moment. Then he listens and he feels the pain we're going through.
State tuko sahi as a people, as Africa, we are not in a constant state. Leo issue inaweza kwa femicide, kesho isha shift ni politics, kesho kutwa sijui nini imefanyika.
Tuko World War msee.
Yeah.
This is World War 3 and it's digital.
It's digital. Every time you've been rejected, there has always been a better redirection. Kuconvince Gavai do their work nika kuambia Kilema put his best foot forward. Ka kuna uongo sipendi kusikia ni ile a time will tell. At the end of the day, ni money ndo inatel. Tumejengewa expressway na uhuru but bado hatuna uhuru ya kujiexpress.
Hello world, welcome to yet another episode of the Ideal Corner podcast. Today I have a guest, Gleh the Poet. I hope nimeisema vizuri.
Yeah, umeisema vizuri.
Umejaribu. Nimejaribu kuipronounce. And the whole crew is in, of course. Ray, Timo, and we also have Amanda. Yeah, she's also on set. We were supposed to have Offkey, but he's a little bit under the weather. He's caught a cold. So he can't be with us. So anyway, before to end mbali, Ray, how's your week been?
My week has been okay. Imekuwa sawa. It's been... Imekuwa too happy. I can say emotionally I'm happy.
Yeah.
But sijaona anything new, but imekuwa sawa.
From episode ya Wednesday tulikusaidia.
Wapi?
Kwani tuna umerudi kwa Yoshimo ya nini?
Sijarudi. Nilikuambia.
Yeah.
Okay, the problem is I'm living with the trigger. I am living with the trigger. Unaona? So you're in your issue. Bro, so coping up with the trigger. Okay, living with the trigger in the same house ni kazi ngumu, unaona.
So you can't block them out.
I can. Kama sahi, like I've decided like I just want to move aside, like niwachie nyumba kidogo. I go clear my head kidogo.
So where do you want to go?
See, I'm supposed to head back to school to submit some stuff.
Yeah.
So your time nenda kusubmit, then I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Like siko tu kidogo then narudi.
Like how many days hivi?
Siko sure, but sikawi though.
But unajua uzuri ya shule yenyu iko karibu na Kakamega Forest, unaweza enda uingie msitu.
Sikonge hivyo.
Give yourself some time. By the way, hapo ndo unaweza pata a clear mind.
But okay, like nikikuwa away from home kidogo kuna vile normally get that sense of peace and relief, and kama una vile sahi niko huko sahi, like kuna tu amani fulani na nitaandika left right center. But immediately I step on that door, through that door, but yeah, niko sawa, but I'm okay, I'm happy. Life is okay, life is great.
Yeah, okay. Amanda, how's your week been?
Mimi niko fit. Fit kabisa. Niko mbali na home. I am growing, I am thriving. Yeah.
Umesema watu wa nyumbani
bye.
Vile amesema I have a good relationship with my parents kama niko mbali nao.
Anyuola
sikusumbua. Anyuola. Si issue shago.
Sasa anyuola nini anyuola?
Anyuola hata babushosha yangu babu yangu alishakufa hata sikuwaona.
Sasa si hao ndo anyuola. Kwanza wenye wanakoga wamekufa hao ndo sasa wana.
Hapana, mimi niko sawa, mimi niko fit.
Yeah. So to the lady of the moment. Gleh, how's your week been?
My week has been terrifying, kind of. But man, we live, we learn,
What do you mean by terrifying?
Should I really go to the details?
Yeah. Near death experience ama?
No, not near death experience. Yeah. Just living in the world of what if.
Don't we battle with that every day?
I do that.
I feel like we battle with what ifs every single
honestly
day.
we battle with it every single day, but for me kuna kwanga na ile period flani inakwanga intense.
Huh? Okay, so
unafikiria sana memory loss.
See memory loss.
Like there's this phase where you do something different and then you ask yourself, ama ningefanya nye nilikuwa nimezoea. But now for this case, you do ile kitu hujazoea, hoping that it will turn different, and then it turns the other way around, and then you're like, ningefanya tu hii. And then next time you do this, and then it goes back to backfiring, and then you're like, sasa nidu.
In all these things that you're doing, do you expect the same result ama ni different?
Honestly, every single time I always expect different results because there's growth in everything I do. Like nikifanya a video today, like let's say when it comes to content creation, when I do a video today, it won't be the same as the video I'll do tomorrow. When I do maybe social media management for this page this month, when I do the next page next month, it won't be the same. There must be growth. But then there's that stagnation flani yenye inakuanga. It's automatic, lazima kutakuwa na stagnation flani, and then you're like, man, what if nirudi to home?
Home ni wapi?
Forest umesema.
Kakamega.
Okay.
Se wawili waende tu mstuni. Mshikane mkono, muende mstuni, mrudi. But it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
It does happen.
But it's life. I think that's life.
It's life. Itu vile ina hit people differently. The way Ray said in our previous episode. But for me, one thing yenye nilikuja kulearn throughout the week ni ati, I think it's even in the Bible. Sijui tu ni verse gani. So kuna hizo 7 years of famine. Alafu sasa kutakuwa na hizo 7 years
of rain. Yeah.
So maybe right now you're still uko katika hiyo 7 years of famine. You never know.
No,
maybe
you know, you might be in the 7 years of rain, but the rain hits hard.
Kuiangalia hivyo, man. That's crazy.
So hata kama niko kwa the 7 years of rain, the rain is hitting hard like a storm.
El Nino
ni kidogo. Inakuja hadi na tornado,
inakuzungusha na inakunini.
But it's cool, it's fine, it's life. Like there's no better way of describing life, because nowadays I always tell people, when someone asks me what is life to you, I'll tell someone what I'm experiencing right now. Kitu na live sahi hiyo ndo life.
Hiyo ndo life, yeah.
Hakuna definition ya life.
Yeah, life,
hakuna.
Na kuna manual pia kuishi life.
Hautaipewa script uambiwe hivi ndo uishi, hii ndo ukule leo, hivi ndo ulale kesho. You'll never be given that. Yeah.
Okay. So, I think now we want to get to know who Gleh is. Gleh the Poet. We want to get to know your journey. Do you understand umefanya, you're an artist, you're a poet, you're also a filmmaker if I'm not wrong. Also an actress. Mnatoa wapi time ya kufanya hizi vitu zote first of all?
We create it. Time haitaikuja tu ikupate ikwambie nichukue unitumie. Just squeeze everything in between. And let me just first start by introducing myself. Gleh the Poet is basically a jack of all trades. I realized something last year. Once you move out from home, and it's something most Gen Zs are experiencing. There's no going back.
Hakuna
kurudi nyuma. So what describes Gleh is the resilience girl that she is, because for me, kwenda home haijaikuwa option. Haifai kuwa option. So Gleh the Poet is just someone trying to live her life, trying to survive in Kisumu. She does poetry. That is what most people know me for. She creates content for brands. She's a social media manager. She's a filmmaker. She's an actress. What else does Gleh do? She's a professional teacher. I am a professional high school teacher. Can cheat, can die.
What subjects?
History. Nah.
English. Ama Swahili. CRE. Oh, okay.
Freshly graduated, by the way. Graduated last year in October. So professionally,
Congrats,
I'm a teacher. But I'm not doing that right now. I don't know. I just feel like I'm thriving so much kwa the arts industry, and kukua mwalimu si rahisi. So
mbona si rahisi? I'd like to understand you.
Have you met teachers out here? Have you sat with a teacher and a teacher akwambia tu the struggles they're going through just by being a teacher?
Not really.
It's just
But
the other day.
stories za walimu,
The
man.
other day wameongezwa 39 bob kwa salary.
Big up to Roots. Roots umejaribu at least for once in your life.
Like being a teacher is not easy, and then you also have to like be there for everyone at every time.
Ulienda teaching practice?
Yeah, definitely.
Waambie tu lienda
Wapi?
Kwa desert school fulani inaitwa Diboro. It's in Port Victoria. Ukienda Port Victoria.
So Diboro ama Diboro?
Diboro. I know Tadiba iko hizi sides za Ahero. I know Tadiba iko huko mbele. But sasa hii iko huku from Siaya ukienda huko ndani.
Diboro. It was a day school.
It was a day school. You're teaching people who are older than you.
Oh, crazy. Crazy.
So being a teacher it's a good thing. I know it's a good thing, but I don't think it's my niche.
What was your experience in Diboro yenye ulisema man, teaching is not for me, man? The worst and the best experience.
My worst experience was when a student clicked at me and kumpeleka mbele because I couldn't. Surely I'm just a girl.
Sasa unafanya baba ya mtu anakuklikia alafu unamwambia ende mbele ya class. Honestly.
Sikumpeleka mbele ya class. I took it to the administration because it had happened mara ya kwanza. I warned him mara ya pili. And then the third time nikimpeleka kwa administration. Akitoka kwa administration ananiuliza, we mwalimu, unajua niko na bibi na watoto nyumbani?
That is it, baba ya mtu.
But you're a student. You're in school uniform. You have to respect me as a teacher. Why are you not respecting me as a teacher? And after that, I lived a traumatized life all through that period. Jo alikuwa ananithreaten hadi ananiambia, mwalimu nisikupate kwa njia usiku peke yako.
Crazy.
Sasa that thing made me question my decisions. Nikaanza kufikiria, have I really wasted 4 years of my life to do this course? Na hii ndo inanipata. And I was like, no. But that doesn't mean I won't continue reading. I'm actually an upcoming master's student.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still in education?
Yeah, no, not in education. No, thank you. But something that
huko umekataa.
Huko nimekataa. Hata kama itakuwa in education, I won't be a teacher mwenye anafunza maybe high school or primary school. I feel like, I cannot. I'll be wasting the students.
Yeah.
That is not what a teacher is supposed to do. A teacher is supposed to build someone, not to destroy someone.
It's not your passion.
It's not.
Not your cup of tea.
Mama yangu asinisikie.
But it's nice. Unajua, it's good to, in as much as you did education, na sahi you're in a different field. Unajua, it's called transitioning and growth. You got to understand yourself. Ulikuja ukajua like, education is not for me. Ukajua the art sector is your side. No. In as much as kutakuwa na hailstorms, whatever that comes your way, it's never that easy. Because one day you'll sit back and ukae ujiambie like, huyu ni mimi, like I'm at this point. Who knew? Nani alijua, unaona?
Yeah.
So one thing that neza kuambia, be your number one supporter, be your number one cheerleader. Cheer yourself first. Unaona? Don't expect somebody else, whether it's your mom, your dad, your nanny, anyone close to you, ako your first cheerleader. Be there for yourself first. Unaona? Then, mimi kenye mujiambia, when you, hata kama hujui what you want to pursue in life currently, pursue getting the healthiest, the best side of you kwanza, like get to know who you are first. Then the right path of what you want to do will follow.
We'll just follow.
Kama sahi unaona vile ushajua you're good in the art sector, take time, jaribu juu chini, ensure it works. Unaona? I know what atakwambia, sijui sector, watu wengi wako, whatever, kazi hakuna and stuff, but build it for yourself. Wacha waone kweli Gleh is doing it. Si lazima, I don't know nikwambia aje, but
I get you. I get your point. And then it's also, sorry for interrupting you, it's the aspect of, I wouldn't know teaching is not for me kama singeijaribu.
True.
So I always say, let me try it.
Try it first.
If it works out, it's for me. If it doesn't work out, something else will work out. Like, someone important in my life always says, the sky is too big and every star must shine. So, hata hii kijifanya inadim, manze, kuna tu ile fulani itashine. Lazima itashine. So, nakwanga to chill. Things will work out in their own way.
So before we go far, in front of you, the deck of cards, just pick one random card, read it out and tell us how it relates to your life.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wait. Nikifanya hii kitu mtafanya game yangu.
Sawa, no problem.
Kila mtu hapa ndani.
Okay.
hiyo ni game gani?
Bora
Amanda
isikue
Amanda
TV.
hiyo game
Aiki isikue kitu kingine mbaya. Mbona sikupigia watu? Wow.
tutafanya tu. Actually you're the first guest kutupatia challenge. We'll see.
And then
read it out here.
Apparently there is nothing that cannot happen today. Oh wow.
Okay. Random.
Very random.
Mhm.
Should I read the back?
Yeah, you can.
We are not on earth to see how important we can become, but to see how much difference we can make in the lives of others. Oh boy.
So which one relates
No,
more
you
to
did
you?
not. Both.
Walai.
Zote.
Okay,
Like,
sasa tuambie how tupatie tu what you think of the cards. Both. Hiyo na hiyo ingine.
apparently
Decide.
there is nothing that cannot happen today.
Mhm.
I'll give 2 crazy examples.
Yeah.
One positive and one negative.
Mhm.
I used to have a grandmother. used to.
Alizirai ama alifariki ama
Alipoisoniwa church. So there's nothing that cannot happen today. You can be so good with someone today.
Sasa
And then
wanapoison hadi mashosh.
kanisa
Kanisa.
msee, it's crazy.
And then tomorrow you're no
alipatiwa-
longer with
ilikuwa
that
food?
person. Yeah. Tea.
Chai.
Mhm.
Walijua
And she
tu
was a preacher.
weakness ya Waluo yani chai. Man. Oh, crazy.
True.
Yeah.
So and then the other thing is it's crazy how when I moved out of my parents' house I didn't have balance. Job nilikuwa nimepata Kisumu ilibako, like literally. The job backfired right on my face.
Ilikuwa kazi ya?
Acting, there was a film we were supposed to shoot for 3 straight months. Yeah, TV station flani. So it backfired right on my face. After nisha move out of home, nisha settle, nisha lipa rent.
What do you mean ilibako? Walikuchuja last minute?
See, the
ama?
budget was too tight for them. The project has never endelead. Like even the
as
projects
in,
you did.
you did it until some few tuseme ulifanya months kangapi?
We didn't even start.
Amku-
Like the project ilidedi like before ianze.
Hiyo ni crazy. Ilidedi before. Kwani ilikuwa dona funded ama nini?
See, the TV station was supposed to do everything for us. Like of course, juu tuna- and then ikakuwa our demands are kinda too high. Sijui, something of that sort.
Ni crazy in a sense that I believe wase wangekuwa sha sign contract kwanza before reach out to nini ama engage.
I know, like it was so shoddy.
That's like selling false soap. Man.
Yeah. So the job backfired right on my face. Nanisha move out, I can't go back home.
And then did you try reaching out to the organizers of the entire gig?
We tried for quite a long time.
Wakawambia aje?
Walianza tu kusema
Au ni
itakuwa-
akina nani? Call
you
them
know,
out.
unajua
Who-
ile-
ni akina
no,
nani?
I'm not doing that. That is not what I want my
Okay,
brand to be
give
known for.
me a hint.
Behind
give
this,
me- give-
kamera zikisha kwa off,
Mhm.
nitakushow.
Juu filmmakers Kisumu ni wachache.
Actually, it was supposed to be a national thing, but ilikuwa ishutiwe Kisumu.
Ah.
Yeah.
They're well known.
Kinda. But let's not go into deeds. So mi nisha
Lakini
move
haizi
out.
kuwa machachari ama tidy
Ah,
eyed,
si hao,
hizo
si
zilipitwa
hao.
na wakati.
Nisha move out, nishafanya kila kitu, niko ready kuanza job, and then it backfires right on my face.
Bro, na maybe ukitoka relationship yako na parents wako ilikuwa aje?
Very okay.
Uliwaambia
You know,
tu-
there is always the aspect of my relationship with my parents is okay, but
Yeah.
maybe their relationship is not, so that is affecting me. So, but sisemi ni hivo. But manze, yeah, so
life's life, man.
the job may backfire right on my face. I can't go back home juu I have to figure life out on my own. Nishamaliza shule. Nikienda home na feel ni kama ni burden kwa mzazi. So when I read this thing na niseme apparently there's nothing that cannot happen today. I'm just looking back and I'm telling myself hakuna month sijalipa rent. Hakuna month nimekosa food.
Walai.
You know, hakuna month nimekosa job.
Walai.
Vitu tu zina happen like
Hey, unajituma wacha tukupatie mambo zako, man.
vitu zina happen like so sijui.
Zina come to,
Zina
ni
come
blessings.
to. Hadi last week when I was coming here with Amanda tulikuwa tunajembea kwa njia.
Mhm.
Unaweza kuwa unajiangalia maybe unasema leo naye nimetumia pesa yangu kufanya something important, yes, but
Yeah.
sasa sina do, nimebaki bure.
Mhm.
Kesho unaamka hiyo pesa imekuja double. Like the universe just tries to make things look better na hata how strain, and you're just like, oh wow. So and then hii side ingine,
Yeah.
we are not on earth to see how important we can become, but to see how much difference we can make in the lives of others.
You know, that's quite interesting because even if I look at your journey in poetry, I think ulianza in some after the 2017
Elections.
post-election violence or
Yeah.
something. So it really relates with you Mbasa. And anyway, it's your story to tell, not mine.
No, umekuwa mimi.
Yeah.
So when I started poetry in 2017, the goal was to open people's eyes. I never thought of poetry as a thing to benefit me. Unaona, when someone can start poetry aseme mi nataka nikienda show nipewe pesa yangu 15k niko na rent.
Yeah.
It has never been my intention. I always say when I go on stage, the lines I deliver will make people think about their lives, will make people want to make sane decisions in the near future.
Yeah.
You get? When I'm creating content for a brand, what type of content am I creating? Is it content that will make people come to the page of that brand waseme, manze, hii content ni dope, nataka kujua ni nini unasema.
Ikitu ni touch.
You see, like kitu kama hiyo. Like even when I was teaching, I used to tell myself the impact I'm going to cause on class is greater than the words I'm going to tell the students. I'm a history teacher. History is boring. History is very boring. But
si uongo wala.
Si uongo, history na bo. But I always made sure that by the time natoka hiyo class, nimeambia wanafunzi kitu yenye ita stick. It might not be related to history, but kitu nimemshow ni kitu itafanya afikirie hata in later life, hata ameenda college ako zile za oh wow, like ni kitu iko juu sana. Ako zile za oh wow, that thing has really helped me. The goal has never been to get money. The goal has always been to change the lives of people. Because I feel like for God to make you have a podcast, he wants people to get messages from people you're hosting.
Crazy.
For God to give me spoken word, he wants people to learn from me.
Yeah.
For God to make me maybe a teacher, he wants students to benefit from me, not just by kitabu. Because sincerely speaking, Mount Kenya inakusaidia aje sai. Tanakali za sauti inakusaidia aje. Inakusaidia aje.
Ni crazy. Sijui nilikuwa na watch podcast fulani jana, ilikuwa jana ama juzi. They are saying that the reason why hata hizi international organizations inapenda Kenya is like a portal. Naona. So wanaitumia ku access greater things or wherever they want to go. Sijui vile hizo vitu zi work. And they were saying Mount Kenya sasa ndo hapo ndio portal iko. That's why hata say wakiomba they used to pray while watu kitambo they used to pray while facing Mount Kenya. Yeah. So nikafikiria hiyo kitu nikasema like there's a form of truth in it but sija establish ni nini.
But kuna ka ukweli hapo. But me always think that everything happens just for a reason.
For a reason, yeah.
Like it will always happen for a reason. It happen with no reason ama for no reason. It will never. Like everything just ina happeningi tu for a reason.
Yeah.
Na hakuna siku Mungu atakupea hii pesa na akose kukuambia kitu ya kufanya hiyo.
Kufanya na
hakuna siku Mungu atakupea hii platform na akose kukushow ndio kitu unafaa kufanya na hii platform. You know. Juu mimi honestly speaking, there's a time I felt shaken when it comes to my faith because I've lost one of the most important people in my life.
Yeah.
Through the church.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So I was like, what is God trying to show me? Because nilikuwa nimefika ile point ya acha ikae manzi.
Would you say you're religious or you're spiritual?
None. I don't wanna Kizungu inaenda wapi jamani na niko kwa podcast.
Kizungu mkuti.
I don't want to let people know me.
You don't want to label it or something.
Yeah, I don't want to label it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't want to label it. I just want to be me. You know, I know what I believe in, but I don't want to use that against people or against myself. You know how you say I have to do this because this is what religious people
right
do.
way.
That is not me. I know what I believe in, and what I believe in is what I'll do. You know?
Yeah.
If I believe this thing is right for me, I'll do it. If it's not right for me, God will redirect it in a way.
So you believe in the existence of God though?
Yeah.
Definitely. Si lazima utumie mtu or other people to get to him.
Nah, I believe in the existence of God.
Yeah.
Like he exists. Vitu haziwezi kuwa zina happen too.
Ili arise after ulishamaliza kusoma CRE or
I think even before. You can't tell me I've been depressed for quite some time and then it works out just like that even before me going to a therapist and then you tell me it's natural.
Ulikuwa unaenda kwa therapist?
See, like hadi sijafika hiyo point ya kwenda kwa therapist.
Okay,
you get na things have already like unapata machozi zako zimepanguzwa in a very weird way. Maybe mse amekuja akakuongelesha na machozi imepanguzwa and I'm like huyu mtu hakuwa hata anajua kitu napitia. Huyu ni mse mtu alimfanya akakuja hapa na yezi kuwa physical person.
Yeah.
You see? So there's always that spiritual element, but I don't want to label it like, I'm very this, I'm very that. No, I don't do that to myself.
Buko tukasisi, man. Me, I live, man, and give thanks where it's due.
It's due, yeah.
Yeah. So, what to understand childhood ya Gleh? Kiwa mtoi. How was your childhood like?
There's nothing interesting about my childhood, but the only interesting thing is how my name turned to Gleh. Now it was Grace. That's the only interesting thing in my childhood life.
But then for those people who don't know, you're Grace Adonai.
Checky.
So
Mambo ya M-PESA.
What I wanted to ask is, you're Adonai, is it okay if we call you Lord? You Adonai
No,
mean
it's
Lord.
not. It's okay. My name has deeper meaning.
Yeah.
For real. It's the grace of God. Because I'm the 7th born. But I'm a firstborn daughter.
The 7th wonder, 7th born.
I'm the 7th born, for real.
Yeah.
But it's because of medical issues. I was supposed to be the 7th born, but I'm the firstborn.
Hey,
so
girl math. The girl math is not much. Me is Japata. I accept. Nimekubali kuwa slow, guys. Leo niko slow. So wait, you're the 7th born?
But I'm the firstborn. When my mom was giving birth to me, she had lost 6 children.
Oh, yeah.
So when she was naming me, she named me the grace of God. Like, it's because I can't expect. You see?
Nice.
But Gleh is the funniest name I have. Jew. I had a neighbor who was Kikuyu and she could not pronounce grace. So she could always say glace. Like every time glace. But then my mom was like, hey, glace na yapana. Heri tu aseme Gleh basi.
Glace.
Na ikastick. Like that is how Gleh came up, by the way. Aina hata ati niliamka nikaota nimeitwa. Nah. It was someone shrubbing my name.
Gleh. Hey, umeride nayo since you're 2 years mpaka
sahi, imagine. Yeah. And I'm very old.
Wewe neighbor wako unafaa props.
I don't even know where she is.
Walai. You'll check up on the people who just wanakunywa chai huko binguni na nyanya yake. You can keep the card. It's yours. You can keep it, yeah.
Tunaenda kuiweka kwa ile, you know where we'll put it.
Crazy. Sasa, there's no point in your journey and ukiwa mtu yule aifikiria you'll get into poetry ama
I used to do poems in primary school, but zile za shule chini ya daraja moja, you know. But then I was a good actress back then. I could do 2 roles kwa the same play. I remember there's a play I did. I was the pastor and I had short hair. That was in high school, Form 2. I was a pastor and then at the same time I was a daughter to some lady. So nakuja stage kama pastor, role ikishaisha naenda huko nyuma navaa skirt narudi kama the daughter to this lady. Tena ikiisha naenda navaa. So I discovered like I can do something different on stage and cause an impact. And then when I finished campus, it's when I told myself to hell with theater. You know, theater is the stage performance. And then film is the...
Nyindo wale watu mlikuwa mnakuja mputua kitia sijui kifo kisimani.
Hiyo ilikuwa side hustle.
Mlikuwa mnajisikia walai.
Mlikuwa mnatukufia.
Mlikuwa mnajisikia.
Ngoja, si mlikuwa mnataka watu wana act set books.
Zi, walai. Mlikuwa mnajisikia sijui aje.
So, I think it has always been within me since I was a kid huko primary school. Nilikuwa na act, nilikuwa nafanya poetry. But sikuwa imagine neza andika pieces of my yangu mwenye
so
own composition.
You're also into script writing and...
I write script sometimes. Actually, when I was in Form 4, my script was the best.
Do you remember the play?
Yeah, it was about a kid whose parents went to the mganga to make her pass exams. Na hizo siku, that was a genius idea. Hiyo ni form cheki.
Okay, wachana.
Cheki. Saa unisupport.
Sawa, wacha nikupatie shout out yako.
But it had a deeper thing. It wasn't just about the aspect of muganga. It had also, nilikuwa nimesikia story fulani. By that time kulikuwa na pastor alikuwa na trend juu alirep mtoto. So it also had the aspect of mtu alienda kuombewa kwa pastor, and then instead of pastor kumwombea pass exam, pastor akadoze naenda pass exam. It had a whole...
Alilala na mwana kondoo.
Kituka hiyo. It was nice, trust me. And I tried to incorporate poetry in it. Like, ilikuwa fiti. nikipata hiyo clip penye iko nitakusukumia
by the way utatusukumia tutaiweka hapa chini watu
nitawasukumia na msini judge
mbona
we all start from somewhere
everyone starts from somewhere
yeah
it's me for ndakuuliza tu hii swali tu tena because I'd really want to know vile una balance between acting poetry na it's not like huku Kisumu kuna hiyo space yenye imewa embrace nini kama actors poets tuseme to be honest huku kuna theater maliwase huenda kunini apart from Mama Grace pia siwezi sema ni theater vile
I think haiko at all and that is why people have decided to create their own
yeah
and you can't really find balance when you lose about balance yeah you can't really find balance in a way or another moja itakula ingine huwezi kuwa poet na actress at the same time
na bado script
writer na bado ndio hiyo when social media manager you have to create content for someone somewhere
yeah
it will catch up with you at some point so mimi I decided to break them into pieces
yeah
so there is an era where my poetry will really thrive like in July I really did poetry sana like hii weekend na perform hapa next weekend niko hapa the other weekend niko hapa
huku tu within Kisumu
yeah within Kisumu
wapi
do you know people who do you know
mbona mtu inviting hizo vitu
ni juu siku kwa nakujua
sawa mwanze kutu invite bana
yeah so there is that face yenye nakwanga so good at poetry and then there is that face yes I'm good at poetry but siezi balance both poetry and acting but the good thing about acting si ati mna shoot film daily
yeah
you know
yeah
and also I learned that I might not be having roles kwa camera kila time to film is different this time watataka a 16-year-old next time a 25-year-old next time an old woman you know you can't always fit in every film na pia people don't want to see the same faces on set at the same time so I decided to learn how to be a crew member so most of the films zenye nimetake part in 7 as at now nimekuwa continuity
big up
I try sometimes
7
so ziko 7 and I always do the continuity role
yeah
you know so I've been trying to expand in it ndo next time wakitaka mtu anaweza kuwa kwa film wasinitafute juu ya role wanitafute juu ya kukuwa crew member and through that I've been just learning and unlearning stuff.
Which one pays better, crew ama role?
Honestly speaking, crew, but pia si crew yote. Like you won't expect a DOP to get the same amount as gaffer, not gaffer, what example can I use? Makeup artist or something.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like makeup artist hata kwanza nanafaa kuwan more, man.
I know, they do a lot of work.
They
do a lot of work. They do a lot of work.
Kufanya mtu akwe na scarf lani, si rahisi.
Si rahisi.
It's a lot, it takes a lot, man.
But then I also think it depends with where you are as a person, because when I take, like, let's say a DOP who's shot Mofire. You know Mofire? There's a Kenyan film called Mofire.
Yeah, I know it. Kwanza kuna huyu boy alikuwa anaitwa nani? Mbona namsahau? Huyu alikuwa na act kama Jaluo.
Nani Kevo? Was he Kevo?
Brayo, Kevo.
Brayo is the tall. Kevo was the one who was acting like a mjaka.
Man, character kuna pata alikuwa anaambia Brayo iwa lokoda. Eyo scene man ilinimaliza.
So you see, when I want maybe like let's say Kevo kwa set yangu, I'll pay him more because his red card is above the roof.
He's already established.
You know. So it also tickles down to who you are as a person. They can pick a makeup artist who has taken part in doing makeup for people in a film in South Africa. Definitely you won't pay this person the same amount of money that you're paying just an upcoming continuity, you know?
Yeah.
So there's always the variation of who you are as a person, how you've grown. That's why I've always wanted to, in anything I do, I always want to learn more so that next time ukinikujia unaniambia I have this amount of money nakwambia this is how qualified I am, here is my red card.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable with it? You're not comfortable with it? Thanks for the opportunity, but it's always about knowing your worth.
Watu wengine pia hiyo red card wameanika tu juu sana. I feel hivyo.
Do you know, for me to create my poetry red card, I sat and looked at what value am I bringing to the table?
Yeah.
So once you know the value you're bringing to the table, you'll know how to price it.
From 2017 to now, man, that's like how many years?
It's a lot.
It's
I don't
like
even
8 years in poetry.
But you know, there's a time I quit for 2 strong years because of depression. like for real.
Give us the story behind this.
Ilipata, I had just buried my shosh, and in a way or another she was an inspiration to me.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And then I'm just here seated, worried, thinking of what will I do. Mse alikuwa ananimotivate asubuhi amenicall, uko sawa, uko nini, you know, something that maybe my mom or dad don't do frequently.
Yeah.
She's gone. You know, it's like niliona I'm stuck in a room that only has one door, and now the door is also closed. There's no window. I'm trying to breathe, I don't have air. I try to write poetry, I write a line, naandika maybe Gleh. Ivo.
And then
I have my phone there. I can show you the nilikuwa naandika title ya poem. Full stop.
But sasa content hakuna, flow.
Hakuna. Hata ufikirie nini, you'll only write 2 lines. Na hizo ni umejiforce.
Yeah.
You know? And I felt like I was drowning at that point. But
which year is this?
That was in 2022 or 2021.
Yeah.
Socially dead when. 21 ama 22, but it was in October. Mbona nasahau? 2022.
Yeah.
And I was like, 2022, yeah. So I was like, my world is imefungwa. Like, I can't move.
Yeah.
So I was stuck, nikajiambia, let me just take a break. Siezi jiua juu ya hii. I need to focus on myself. But I was lucky to have friends. But I was not a person who loved making friends back then. But then the people I met in 2022, because nikiwa campus, I decided to hustle through drama. You know, you could go to drama, mnapewa...
Ulikuwa campus wapi?
Just Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science
and Technology. Hey, big up to our Toli.
Yeah, so I ended up being a good drama member. I was actually a best actress. Huko, you know, best spoken word pieces kila time.
Yeah.
So the people I met during that time, Amanda included, are the people who impacted my life.
Oh, you guys have been friends for how long?
Since 2022.
3 years.
3 years now.
Yeah.
4. Tunakuja 4.
Oh, okay.
And counting. So the people I met at that time when I was really in the hole, like niko tu hapo ndani na siezi toka.
Yeah.
They're the ones who made me like become better. Juu hizo times ningeenda kuperformia shule, but I'm doing it for the bag.
It was no longer for passion. Yeah.
It was never for passion. Nenda nachukua piece niliandika 2017.
Unairidu,
but naipolish kiasi tu. Juu siezi andika mi mwenyewe. Niko kwa shimo. I can't do it.
Yeah.
So nenda nachukua hiyo old piece. I just go perform for the bag. Napewa 1300 per day for 10 days na uko campus. Na mzazi analipa rent. Hiyo ni do fiti.
Yeah.
So my friends helped me so much to get out of that hole. I don't know if they recognize it, but nilikuwa na dead. For real, I lost weight like drastically. Nili shrink to once.
It's crazy because depression ina hit watu differently. Yeah.
So everyone, kumbe, and people will never ask about where you are. People who used to listen to my pieces, they never called to check up on me.
Jay-Z alisema hiyo kitu.
Gleh piece yako inakam when. But then when I come back, nilikuja last year ikianza. This year actually ikianza. That is when I made a good poetry comeback. This year ikianza. And I did it for M-PESA KE. You know, mnakumbuka last year ikikuja to an end, na hii mwaka ikianza kulikuwa na a lot of femicide cases.
Yeah.
So that is when I came back, like literally. Hii mwaka Januari.
Which reminds me, hii story ya umse alikuwa anaitwa nani? Alikuwa anatupa mademu kuare. Hiyo story ilienda tu ikaisha hivyo.
Is it the Shakahola thingy?
No, Kware. This guy.
Oh, Kware, that guy from Kware.
And then tukaambiwa aliapa
ilienda hivyo na
in Kenya.
As usual, the Kenyan system.
And you know, it is traumatizing watu hadi wa leo. Niambie mtu huyo mtu aliwawa akatupa po anasikiaje sai.
But I feel like siko baya, mimi sijui labda ndakujiwa na feminists, mimi sijui.
Usifanye nikulinge ngumi.
As in nini struggle na yo fight iliishia wapi?
I think when corruption enters any system, it's always fucked up big time. Am I allowed to use fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. When corruption or anything enters the system, it's always fucked up. You remember there's a time Adi not Hunye, Ruto alito 100 million to support the end femicide movement.
Mulipata
I don't even know because I've never been so, how do I put it? I'm always a fighter, an activist, but I always try as much as I can to avoid easy spaces zenye ziko highly corrupt. So you can think hata feminist unaweza dhani hata hiyo do ilifikia feminist.
Hiyo hata utaikuwa activist Kenya because Kenya itself is a
exactly. Yeah. So you can think hii pesa iliwafikia na pia maybe hiyo pesa tu ilizama tu mahali huko juu. So I don't know. Ukiona kitu imekufa.
Kina nani walikuwa na pioneer hiyo kitu?
I don't even know. May didn't do it because someone was making me do it. I
because
did it for
me I feel like say walikuwa na pioneer, it's like walieka
what is wrong with this thing?
Self interest, labda inataka uiname sijui. Walieka self interest mbele so ikafika point wakapata hiyo do wakasahau, but still hao watu wenye walikuwa genuine behind wako wapi?
Tuko hapa.
But ni kama machana na struggle.
No, people just don't see what we do.
You're no longer loud the way you guys were loud.
Do you know BN can
sure mungefuatilia sa hiyo Collins Juma sijui nani angepatikana.
You know BN can sing a song today. It will hit. But I can do a piece today. Maybe the same concept na song ameimba.
Yeah.
But it won't go anywhere. Because maybe people don't know me as much as they know BN.
BN, yeah.
You know? So I'm doing pieces on femicide.
Yeah.
You know, my friends are doing pieces on femicide. I have friends from the end femicide KE movement Kisumu. They're doing things on end femicide. Ata juzi they took part in a public participation ya femicide na GBV. So we are doing it, but we just don't have an audience to listen to us. You know, there's that aspect.
Sasa shida ni sisi.
The audience. Munataka kusikiza Stevo. Sorry to Stevo, Simple Boy.
For dragon.
Wow.
You know, people will say we are silent, but they're not just looking at what we are doing. They're looking at what people are showing online.
Not that you guys are silent, as in mkianza kulikuwa na hiyo mioto.
That is
you guys
true.
were united,
that is true.
man.
There was fire. There
was drive behind you
but
guys.
But it's the same as the Gen Z movement.
Ikianza iko na seasons.
Yeah,
there's ilikuwa high kabisa, ilikuwa juu. Sasa hii unajua hakuna hiyo kesi sana. Nika tu pia maandamano. Hiyo time ilikuanga iko heated. Sasa hii
there's a good point. Seasons. And then who is being corrupt by who? You know? Because mimi nikikuja hapa ndani, I'll pick the most vulnerable person. Huyo mse mwenye anakaa tu, huyu nikimpea tu 5,000.
Man, huyu
imemkoroga. I'll call this person nimpe. Na huyu nikitoa mtu mmoja, trust me, hata kama mtaona, there'll be impact. A great negative impact.
Nisema poverty mentality ni mbaya.
And you know, poverty is what is killing most of us.
Hiyo mentality too, as in hiyo mentality. Yani, but we as blame say, we don't choose the environment we are born in, ama mali tunapelekwa.
Plus, you know, you have to also understand that no one owes you nothing.
True.
So, I was looking at the aspect of maybe Ruto calls me in his office and he tells me, I have 100 million for you.
Yeah.
Stop doing activism. If I don't know the main reason as to why I started being an activist, I'll take the money and I'll stop doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
And maybe people are following what I was doing. Unaona?
Juu umezaliwa na ile nyota ya leadership.
You get,
whatever you say, watu
watafollow. So nikiacha kuongelelea hizi vitu, watu walikuwa wananifuata wote, hata hawata focus anymore.
Yeah.
Watakuwa zile za, Gleh alikuwa anaongelea, but siku hizi simsikia akiongelelea sana. So, ni sawa tu, ni sawa. So you see, they will always pick the most vulnerable person in a room.
Yeah.
And poverty is the reason as to why we will never succeed as a country.
For me, it's the mentality. Shida si hata poverty.
It's poverty. Trust me. Hiyo mentality inakujwa na nini? Ufukara. Poverty, oh God, huluya. Ufukara. Poverty is the issue. You see, for me to think that 100 million will help me in a way, it's because I'm poor.
Not even help you. Yani unakaa tu unafikiria background kule nimetoka msee. Yani
poverty.
Mimi sitaki kurudi huko. Ukifikiria wewe utumia pit latrine unasema
mimi nataka kutumia bidet. Inatoka bidet.
Though I had alikuwa nasikiza, there's this American guy akwa na this documentary site, like they just do documentaries.
Yeah.
So alikuwa nasema a child who's born in poverty and a child who's been raised through, how can I put it? Wealth, good life, all that.
Opulence.
Alikuwa nasema the way they reason and the mentalities are two different
things.
Vile mtoto ana reason na vile huyu mwingine ana reason ni tofauti. Unaona? Huyu utapata the child who's ametoka from the poverty sector. Yani kitu tu kidogo tu yenye something just to vile unasema utapewa hata 5K and automatically yani you become somebody different.
Yeah.
You even forget mimi ni nani. Unaona? Then utapata this other kid who's amezoea pesa, anajua what life is and all that. When you try to even send them to this different path, they're like, I know myself. Unaona?
Yeah.
Like, I've grown getting this, so hakuna vile this little cash itanisway to something different. Unaona? Na si uongo, issue hata si the mentality, issue is the poverty is the enemy.
And you know also, that is the reason as to why rate card ya mtu inaweza soma 100k na the other person doing the exact same thing inasoma 30,000.
Azi hiyo sasa hiyo ni problem. Mi sijui.
Do you know there's a sitting we once had as people, like ilikuwa an art space, because that is what I do mostly. Tuko hapo actors, poets, singers, like wote tumechanganishwa hapo, visual artists, illustrators, wote.
But is there an umbrella body huko Kisumu?
There's no specific body, but there are organizations that are supporting the artists. Not ati imeka, unaona? I feel like tunafaa kuwa na kitu kama umbrella body. Vitu mingi zinafaa kuwa regulated. True. Yeah. So unapata tumeka hivi kwa setup. They are telling us we're going to pay you 25,000 shillings. The first lot tutawapea 10k. The next lot tutawapea 15k. Looking at my red card, that is way below because they want me for 3 months. Hiyo ni kama you're hiring me.
3 months unalipa 25k.
25,000. Unaona?
For the 3 months.
For the 3 months. So people were excited. Uni mse mwenye amefurahi ni mse akienda show anapewa 1,000 anaenda home.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not saying kupewa 1,000 is bad. It's okay.
You must start from somewhere.
You must start from somewhere. It's cool. Yeah. But what are you doing in the art industry if the art can't pay your bills? Because art is a career. Like, honestly speaking, people are paying bills using art. Nyashinsky is singing. How much does he get from a song?
Recently signed a deal with Sony, man.
You get art pays. Like you can't tell me you're just doing art for the interest of it, because if art doesn't pay, why are artists the mirror of the society?
Utapewa wisdom leo.
Does it receive?
But when you know your worth, when you know your worth, never settle for less.
Exactly.
Never. When you know your worth, unajua like this is my rate card. I charge this and I'm worth this. Never settle for less. Because you know, unajua how much you've built yourself to be to the umefika your point, and you know the impact that you create in a society, ama in a space. So don't let someone anakwambia, oh, you're too expensive. I could reduce the hard work that you've put into yourself.
Why will I stoop low to your level?
To your level, just because you want to
match up. Fika maliniko.
Asipofika bei yako, then he's not meant for you.
Someone I look up to when it comes to poetry once told me, learn to say no. When we're in that,
difficult,
it's difficult, I know, because mimi venye nili move out, I wanted any money I could get. Unanita ni perform na 2,000, akibi na perform, nikijua 2,000, nikipata 2,000 next week, na ingine mbili, niko na rent. Like that is what I used to tell myself. But then she sat with me and told me, Gleh, you have to learn how to say no. You know? Because at the end of the day, tulitoka kwa hiyo room kama watu washaruka wamefurahi tunaenda kupewa 25k.
For you unajiuliza.
Hadi tuna complain, tunawaambia, nah, that is not what we are supposed to be given. Because you're going to work for a whole 3 months.
For me, and unaweza pata say walikuwa na budget.
They had a budget, because for you to come to Kisumu to want to work with artists from Kisumu, you talked about it. You sat, created a budget about it. Mka-organize di kila mtu atapewa how much. And of course, you can't pay me 25,000 kama wewe mwenyewe benefit from it.
Utapata labda ilikuwa 250 ilikuwa mpate for the 3 days.
So I've come to learn that just saying no will save you from a lot of things. And you also have to know, when you're in this art industry, not every show is for you. Like, sijui umeitwa uperform wapi, ushakimbia ushaenda.
Hiyo kitu mimi
not everything is for you.
You are uko kila mahali, man.
Exactly.
You're all over.
Si kila event ni yako. Ati sijui Prince Inda amekuja. Nipeko platform niimbe. Sijui nani amekuja. Nisaidie yako platform.
Nani anachukia Inda hivyo?
Like, no, I'm not saying that it's hate. Like, you get.
Umesema Prince Inda nikasikia tu. I'm like, man.
Aliwafanyia. But that's the point. Like, not every space is for you, because for you to be an artist who someone comes to you akwambie, can I kindly hire you for this service? You're good at what you do. Ndo nikuje nikwambie kuja uniimbie, manze we ni mnoma kwa kuimba.
We ni msanii.
So give me your worth. If I am realistic, I will stoop to your level. Usi ati wewe ndo ushuke chini ndo unifikie. Because wewe ndo unanipea the service.
So let me ask you this, would you think say wenye huu kuja wanakwanga wanatuunderrate ama si wenyewe tushajiunderrate already?
We don't know our worth, so it's easy for them to manipulate us. Because I will come to you and tell you I have 20,000 shillings, unaweza nishutia podcast, and then you'll tell me sawa nitakushutia, and the reason I say you're telling me it's because no one has given you 20,000 shillings to shoot the podcast, but you have equipment.
Bro, mi nimedeny wase, poleni man.
You're good at what you do, you know. So it's always about sisi. We are the problem. Ni sisi hatujui worth yetu. If we had an organization where we can sit down and talk to people and tell them, mtu akikupea 30k haimaanishi anakulipa.
Yeah.
Art can't be bought. I'm just appreciating you for what you're doing.
And it can't be valued, man.
It can't be valued.
Priceless.
You know?
Yeah.
So the least you could do is just appreciate me reasonably. Like give me a reasonable amount. Because at the end of the day, ukitumia, like maybe let's say I've written a piece for maybe Dorman's Coffee.
Yeah.
Because that is what I've seen the first. Nimewaandikia spoken word piece, nimewatumia. This piece will go a long way. It will help them get partnerships.
And it will last forever.
It will last forever. But wakinipea 50k, na hii ekonomi ya sahi 50k itadu? Hakuna.
Bro,
hakuna. Haita kulipia rent for 7 months. You see? So, ni sisi hatujui worth yetu. That is why people are taking advantage of us. It's easy for me to manipulate someone who's not.
I think like hatujui worth yetu, plus also pia kuna, the market is flooded. Me sielewi pia.
I can't say that, honestly, because look at
it. It is.
It is flooded.
When it comes to a good example yenye mi hutumia ni photography.
Everyone is a photographer.
Everyone is a photographer. As in, mimi umengangana na equipments and what. Mtu atakuja umpatia hata quote ya 250k. Atenda kwa streets atapata mtu is willing even to take 30k.
Yeah,
you see?
True.
Juu anajua nitapata. And then mse ataenda afanye kazi ingine shodi tena iharibia tena tu market
akuja
jina.
Kutafute
Tena akuja
kukwambia.
Kwanza wanakujanga after man mse alifanya hii kitu, so I'm like kwanza ukirudi sasa mimi uongeza hiyo 250, I can double it
ama triple.
Juu sasa nilikwambia. You see what you paid for is what you got.
Flooding could be a thing in the industry, but then again I also believe in the power of what are you giving people. You know, you can be a photographer, I can be a photographer, but mimi I use Photoshop to edit and I just naeka tu color grading ama inaitwa nini.
Color grading,
na wewe you take your time, you edit bit by bit to perfection. It is natural but perfect. You see? So who will you go for? Mwenye anatumia Photoshop na color grading ama mse ana edit vizuri? So even though tuko flooded,
anataka save hiyo do ingine akule.
Na at the end of the day ndo anaruin pia brand yake. I always talk about investing in what you do. You know, it took me time, but I have a new EP album. It's called Free Freedom. It's a poetry album.
Big up.
It's a poetry album inaitwa Free Freedom. And before even recording the pieces, 6 pieces, I was like, why am I doing it? And if I'm doing it, what do I want people to listen to? Is it a piece that when an organization listens to it, itaniambia kuja utuperformia hii piece? Na niwaambie, nakuja but niko na crew. Mnalipa mse wangu wa gitaa? Mnalipa my singer? Sawa, kama nawalipa na kam. You know? Is it that? Or is it just something that will come to asikize na aseme, bye, thanks, it was nice. So I always say, learn to invest in what you do. If you're a photographer, invest in the equipment. Nunua best products in the market. Juu unajua job yako itafanya pesa
itakuuza, man.
You know, if you're a poet, do the best pieces. Invest in recording, invest in, you know, kuzipost, just invest in it. At the end of the day, it will always come back to you. Hiyo kitu umespend tu yote itakurudia na itarudi.
Ni investment.
Ni investment. It's not bad to invest in what you do. You know, I always say for an artist, people always want a different face every now and then. And for me, it was kind of difficult to get that aspect. I even started MCing.
Self-discovery, man.
You know,
it's a journey in itself.
It's a journey in itself. And I was like, I can't go to MC and I'm looking like the way I'm looking right now. You know, just wearing my t-shirt and my pants, usual pants, na Vans. Just some simple outfit. I wanted to create a statement. Why? It's not because I love bragging about myself, but it is because people value what they see. You know, before I even judge you, I look at you and say, nimwongeleshe kweli ama tu acha tuikae, you know. So how you present yourself. Mtu atakusoma venye umevaa hata before akusome venye unaongea. Like the first thing they will
First
see is
impression, man.
how you've presented
Vile-
yourself hata
yeah.
before akusome. So the
Ah.
moment we realize how to package ourselves, dress nicely, talk like a person wants to talk in public, just show up for yourself, do it for you. Ukienda hapo jua unaenda kujirepresent wewe, ukijiangusha na umejiangusha. The moment we'll realize that as a people, it's the moment the whole thing will shift. Like shifting itafanyika, it will be so.
But this thing now starts with us, man. The onus is on us. Ni
Sasa
sisi
ni
tu,
sisi.
man.
I always say sasa ni sisi.
Yeah, ni sisi juu sijui tutaifanya aje, but we should just find a way kutafuta watu wote kama ni art nini, tuweke tu chini
tuwakalishe na tuambiane ukweli.
Tuambiane tu ukweli, tunachoma.
Exactly.
Juu mtu ana prefer abebe mtu from Nairobi, amlipie ticket, accommodation.
And that is the worst part of it.
Man.
That is the worst part of it. It is not like the Nairobi people are not good. They're good.
They're good,
but the Kisumu people are also equally, just as good.
Man, equally
tuko
good.
Too same. Like tuko same. But the way they've packaged themselves
yeah.
packaged. The way they've packaged themselves is absolutely
Pack up.
so amazing, more than venye sisi tumejipackage. That is why an organization will invest in someone, imlipie hadi flights, imlipie an expensive hotel, not even a BNB, an expensive hotel yenye atakaa hizo siku zote anakuja kuperform huku or kufanya kitu amekuja kufanya. And there is someone who's so good hata kushinda labda huyo wa Nairobi, but hajipackage vizuri bado. And that is why most of us, ukishajaribu maisha Kisumu ikushinde, gari next stop Nairobi. Na mkinitaka nirudi Kisumu, jua mku ni support, rate card yangu iko huko.
Ona kitu kina Costa wanatufanyia, man. Okelo Max.
Walituanzia huku.
Watenda wili, man. As in, dunga pale tulikuwa tunaona dunga. But now we couldn't appreciate them. Tulikuwa tu...
And now we have to pay before we see them. And I really thank them for that. Jua wanatufunza adabu.
Lakini at times watusamee, man. Tusamee, kuna vitu zingine ukiinvitiwa tu, just come, at least watu tu pia, but pia ni pia tujiheshimu. Yeah. Kazi ya watu wa Kisumu ni ngumu though.
And do you know when I am an artist, I sing in Kisumu na nieke poster ya hata 500 shillings entrance, people don't show up. But when Costa comes, wanakuja vibe fest.
Yeah.
Turnout itakuwaje?
Watenda wili I think
na entrance ni 1500. So it's not about people lacking the 500 shillings. People just want to know what are they investing their money in.
But I really appreciate that at least the event space imeanza ku step up. But we can still do better. There's still a lot to be done.
A whole lot of things to do.
So when was the first time you came to Kisumu?
Funny story, 2021 when I was in campus, I used to come for Poetry After Lunch. And Poetry After Lunch is actually the reason as to why East Africa Poetic Our Battle exists. Yeah. We used to perform under a mango tree.
Hii under mango tree nimeisikia sana. I think the first person nilisikia kwake ilikuwa Kamwana. Yeah.
So we could come perform chini ya mti. I used to travel all the way from Bondo during the weekends. Nikuje to Poetry After Lunch. Tuimbe, to skip spoken word pieces, nirudi Bondo jioni. So that is the first time I came to Kisumu. And also, the reason as to why I invested in coming to Kisumu was because I needed a space that will appreciate my spoken word.
Does Kisumu appreciate your spoken word?
Currently, it is actually appreciating my spoken word. But I won't say Kisumu, I will just say a few individuals who really get the concept of spoken word. Like, you can't invest in something that you don't get its concept.
True.
Very true. That is the first time I interacted with Kisumu, but then nikakuja kupotea because of the depression phase. And then I moved to
But then
Kisumu.
how did you recover from that?
I told you my friends. My friends are the ones who pulled me.
Ray, look for friends, man.
Who are your friends?
Marafi.
Who do you know?
I'll try.
My friends could call me when I...
space, yeah.
but also
I'm actually like you. I'm not really good with okay, tunaweza kaa na watu then they're like, oh, you talk like, you're friendly, you can talk nini, but behind the scenes, your sector ya urafiki and stuff, I normally tend to create a wall because I'm normally afraid of letting someone breach that wall. Sijui the end result. No. But currently, yani niko too, like, you won't see the wall though. No. But I'll let you have access to me. No. But in terms of friendship, that close friends, I'm still working on it. Even
but
though,
do you know, can I tell you something? if you're still struggling to find a friend in someone, that's not your friend. It comes so
easily.
naturally.
It's generic.
Like me, if you ask me when did I meet Amanda, I don't know.
You guys, you can't recall your first encounter.
Like
Inaweza
we
kumbuka
recall our
yako.
first encounter. Like
Alikuwa amebeba books akienda
No,
class
imagine
mkagongana.
like they asked drama festival kwa
Oh,
drama
you're also
club.
into drama?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
I'm
a
a
singer,
singer.
she's an actress.
Oh, you're a singer?
Yes.
Hey, okay.
So I'm saying, like, I know how we met. Like, I know that situation, how we met. We were in drama club pamoja. I don't remember the date. You know how people celebrate friendship anniversaries? I just know the year and the month. I don't like nakumbuka what happened on that day, and I didn't even think that your situation tulikuwa ndani could result to a friendship.
Nice.
Ukiniuliza ilifika aje tumeanza kwenda kwa each other's house for sleepovers kupika, I don't know. Sijui.
Alafu unajua mimi ule mse who accept reality very fast. Okay, we can be friends. Enjoy like we talking, we okay, obviously you two we are friends, no. But mimi kwangu kwa like we are acquaintances. We're just friends.
Yeah, I
but
get.
unajua you need to have that friend when you're not okay, you're not any that friend who you are.
But do you know the funny
together
thing
with.
is we all have our ways of coping.
Yeah.
You could think that your way is by finding a friend, but maybe your way is just by finding a pet or a doll or I don't know, something so weird. A book.
Or Kakamega Forest.
or Kakamega Forest. Like there's the aspect of it's not a must you have a friend for you to get out of that pit.
Yeah.
But you'll still figure it out.
But friends do help.
They help.
They do help.
They do help.
Kuna percentage they do help. Come from high school, out of high school yote, I only came out with one friend. Kwa my phone, I only have one number, one phone number from high school.
Nice.
One from number. Because anyone, ukuju niambia, mimi kwangu, that is how I made myself. Ukuju niambia, you were in high school, nini, I just block and delete. No.
Then friendship is not your thing.
Friendship is my thing at a percentage, at a level.
But not 100.
Okay, see high school people. That's how you only high school. Those guys know. The friendship and stuff, no. But this one person that I was with, tulipitia all the shit together, even though mine was worse. No. But no, ule mtu mwenye alikuwa there for you. Somebody is handling their own issues, but ako ready to hear your own issues. No. That is a friend.
Yeah, that's a friend.
Campus sahi, like kuna watu wenye wako, like all they call themselves all friends and stuff. No.
Yeah.
Yes, we are friends.
But
nikikuja, badai nikuja nione like, yes, we are friends, but kuna vile, yeah, we can be friends. Me will accept reality. I've had very good friends in campus. Tumekuwa marafiki, tumeenda out, tumeenda wapi. We've had memories and
those
fun
buddies.
and all this. Yeah.
Those buddies.
But kama kuna issues, kama tu like nikuja nione, hata tuko tumejuana for how long, then nikuja nione like, something is telling me you're not meant for me.
But do you know there is the aspect of for you to be 100% friends with someone, you have to go through friendship is like relationship. You have to cope kwa hard times na kwa good times. Like mi sijui, tests must come when you have friends around you. But then is cutting them off worth it?
Kuna wengine it's worth it.
Then basi that's valid.
Then unakuja unaona. Let me give an example. kuna some people to have met kwa hii lifetime yangu. Kuna some who are good friends na kuna wengine tu nimekuja nina feel walikuja in my life walikuja to that part of my life
to test you.
Pass na kunitest na kunionyesha how life is supposed to be. Unaona? Sasa kuna some friends too, kuna wengine pia wanakuanga kimapepo fulani. An example is I had this friend in school.
Do they listen to this podcast?
They do.
Come on, friend.
There's this one friend, this one specific girl. We were very close friends. Tumekuwa marafiki, we created memories, tulikuwa kila mahali. People knew, yani ilikuwa tukienda mahali wanajua nani yako wapi leo kama siko, like they know. Then nikakuja nikarealize some things, kuna vitu like my life is now different. Sasa ile impact ati it's positive ati I'm growing nini. Nikakuja nikarealize my life imekuja ikakuwa something different kabisa. Kwanza tuanze in terms of money, mashida. Yani mashida ilikuwa inanifuata tu kila
Mashida
mahali.
yanakuandama.
Kila mahali. Like nilikuwa najiuliza like what is happening? Ama ilafika ile point then unajua like I'm cursed nini maisha ni ngumu and stuff. Sikuwa kuja nikafikiria ni this one friend. Uko shule then maswara zinakufuata kila mahali. Ukienda mahali hii imeharibika ni wewe. Ukienda wapi hii imefanyika ni wewe. Unaona? Then baadaye issues tu zikakuja tu from nowhere. Like the friend alianzisha tu like issues from nowhere. Then I'm like, mimi ule mtu accept reality. Like, yo, I'm not ready for all this wars and fighting and with you. See, we just part our ways. Enda shughuli zako, nenda shughuli zangu. Then after chapter yangu na yake iliisha, nikakuja nikajua, this person was not meant for me. I was in school nilikuwa na sota ka nonsense.
Hiyo ni after ama before?
Before.
Okay. Ukiwa na yeye?
Nikiwa na yeye.
Yeah.
Like, Saturday, like I spend on clubbing ama azii. Like, nilikuwa tu hapo but sina do. Ninaweza tumiwa pesa but sina do. Maisha yangu vitu like
alikuwa na kukunywa.
Mimi hata sijui what was happening. Like, nilikuwa na feel like kuna tu wale watu people who drain you.
You know, there is the concept of energies.
Yeah.
The energy you bring to your
Energies
space.
and vibration.
And if you're key in the... Okay, I don't know if it's uganga or anything, but I've experienced it twice. You can host someone at your place, ama you can just have a friend over, and then your life shifts to a very weird direction.
Yeah.
You encounter disasters. You know, wiki yenye sani zako tu zinapasuka. You know, it happens unadhani you are...
You know, when I wanted to...
Amanda.
Nikianzisha hii podcast, kuna msali niuliza man. Are you sure unataka kuweka hiyo kitu kwako? Because you don't know what spirits you're inviting. Unaleta kina nani?
Energies. I have a friend who lights yellow candles. Ukienda kumtembelea ati umeenda sleepover, atawasha candle ya yellow.
Ni msewa roho? Dini ya msamu?
Just someone who believes in manifesting yoga and stuff.
Alafu unaona vitu kama hizo ndio. Yes, I can have friends, but kuna vile tunaweza kuwa friends but to a specific level, unaona? Because this person tulikuwa marafiki but ilikuwa kila mahali naenda, it was no. Unile unakuwa rejected in every single space. But the personality that they know you, even your parents know you with, wanajua like every space you enter, you are normally acknowledged. Like ukitoka hapo you leave a mark. You leave a print, wanajua like nani yako hapi, unaona?
Wapi umechukia udem man?
Unaona? Si uongo, like huyu dem ilikuwa maisha yangu ya hiyo period ilikuwa fucked up.
But it's the
vitu zangu zilikuwa sijui. Then baadaye nikakuja nikasikia like alikuwa anapiga story like katikati ya the friendship, our friendship period.
Yeah.
Alikuwa ananipigianga story and sijui all the things that the mom believes in and stuff, like vitu wao wana believe in, sijui yeye, sijui kwao, sijui kuna nani huyo mwenye ufanyanga hizi na hizi na hizi, and I'm like nikakuja nikajua like kuna something she was doing to me, because utapata okay, akikupigia story Kenya nilikuwa napitia is what she was going through. Unaona? Then vile amekuja kuwa na mimi, so it's like we've shifted bodies and stuff. Unaona? I'm going through whatever she was going through. Then for her, maisha yake iko perfect. Like the things I used to get, the nini, like the deals and stuff and spaces I used to go to, imekuja ikakuwa different.
Muli transfer energies.
Kitu kaa hiyo. Unaona?
You know,
then after I cut her off, maisha yangu, things ikakuja ikakuwa sasa different. Then my mom told me like, si kila mtu like you allow them, usiwai allow everyone to experience you fully. Unaona? Be selfish with your energy and be selfish with your body. Unaona? By body, si lazima ikuwa sexually and stuff. Like just be selfish with your body. Your body, like we are all spirits. Spirit is energy.
Yeah.
Usiwai kubali mtu akuja ku experience fully. Because I meet that friend, wherever she is, no.
And you know, when you've said about being aware of just who you are and being selfish with everything that is within you, I remembered something. When I tell you about the art industry, most people will say you became an artist, or you are given this role because you slept with someone. So
yeah,
but how does it work, man? Because being a lady in this
for me, it has always been because of what I do, not because of what I give. But the notion that people have out here is that, alipewa role.
Ulipeana, man.
Alipeana. And I guess it's because the people who came before us started the notion. I always mimi ujiambia ndo notion nianze manze lazima ikuwe na
Ilitokea
origin.
mahali,
Ilitokea
yeah.
mahali. And that is why I always say if you don't have like emotional discipline, sexual discipline and physical discipline in general, there's nowhere you're going in this industry. Because at the end of the day, just like alisema, energies ziukwa something so weird. You can find yourself doing something yenye siwe unapenda kufanya. Ni mtu mwingine anapenda kufanya. And you think it's a normal thing, but it's not.
The industry is full of wicked people.
It's full of wicked people, I know. And I always say, like, it's always about...
The energies hapo zinakwanga too
off. Like, na mi usema, like, two different worlds can't meet to form one world.
Yeah.
When two separate people meet to form one world and become a couple or something, it's because there's something common about the two of them yenye imefanya wakwe pamoja. But if kwenu penye umetoka you believe in witchcraft and stuff na mnai practice na mmekuja kwangu penye mi natoka where we believe in God and we pray, we'll never match.
You'll clash.
We'll clash vibaya. Hata tujaribu kuforce ikuwe better, it will never be better. You see? So I always say just be mindful of what you're bringing to your space, who you're interacting with. I've cancelled a lot of jobs, which was not
that's what I wanted to ask, man. Kuna gig tu ushaikata because the energy is off.
Because the energy was off. Because nasema, like, they call me and tell me, we want you to come and do this and this for us. Are you able to? Nawambia, send me the requirements na nini, and then I'll get back to you. They send me the requirements and they say, manzeka ikitu si yangu nipewe sign. Let the universe communicate to me. And I just feel something off about it. Kwanza yenye mi uniuma hadi wa leo, nilikuwa nipewe 50k just for performing one piece. Just one spoken word piece for 5 minutes. Nimeenda stage, nimewafanyia piece 5 minutes.
Lakini hiyo pesa labda ingekam na malawama, man.
So when I started, like, alafu also there's the aspect of, just universe aside, there's the aspect of doing research. So I always go ni interact, niangalie. Hao ni akina nani wananiita. Ni mtu akiniita nikimperformia hii organization nyingine kubwa yenye na target inaweza kata kuniita tena. Like, you know, I can't compromise this other thing just for the sake of these people.
Crazy.
I know. Like, huyu atakwambia nakupea 50k, but organization iko kwa akili yako when it comes to performing, ni organization inaweza kupea 150. Na ikijua uli take part kwa hii organization, not because they're a bad organization, but maybe what they're doing is not aligning with what... Their reputation is not good. You know, I've cancelled. Like, for real. Iliniuma, but then again, I was like...
Okay, can I add something on what you said about... Okay, kunaweza kuwa unzapata deal, like deal ingine hapo, deal ingine fiti kabisa. Unaona? Then from nowhere, your deal disappear. Let me give an example. Una your story unasema ulipeana story ya that gig ya acting. Unaona? Then from nowhere to your gig ikakuja tu ikaisha hivyo.
Kabako.
I normally believe in, I'm not spiritual. I'm not that mtakatifu sana.
No one is like, holy or righteous or shit.
Niko too, but I normally believe in God and just a powerful deity up there. The one thing I believe in, there's a reason why that window closed. That door was closed. Unaona? Because I do believe God had a reason why alifunga hiyo mlango. Unaona? He was rerouting you from the storm yenye ungepata hapo. So utapata deal, upate friends, upate nini, then things end abruptly. There's a reason why it did happen. Unaona? There's a reason why hiyo kitu haiku happen. There's a reason why hiyo kitu haingewahi happen.
There's always a reason.
Unaona? Afu utapata specific, then utapata iliku hit more. There's a reason why it happened that way. Unaona? Kuna reason Mungu aliona my child is not supposed to go through this. Unaona? He normally sees what we go through. Unaona? Hata tu an example is, you see hata kwa hiyo story see there's a part where Jesus wept. Unaona? So I was listening to someone alikuwa na explain. You know the reason why Jesus wept? Mungu hakulia kwa sababu okay, he didn't cry because the nini, like hakuwa na faith or whatever. But
alikuwa wapi Golgotha?
Golgotha was where he was crucified.
Ilikuwa mountain gani ile?
Golgotha was the place of skull where he was crucified.
Na ile mountain ilikuwa?
Mountain gani?
Ile alisweat sijui ilikuwa alisweat ni
droplets.
Gethsemane. Yes, yeah.
Actually it was a garden, not a mountain. The Garden of Gethsemane.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. I know my Bible. So, gonna kwambia the reason why he wept alikuwa anasema God sometimes pauses for a moment, then he listens and he feels the pain we're going through. Unaona, there's a reason why he makes you go through that pain. There's a reason why he makes you go through those people. Ndio mahali utakuja, then you're like, inakufungua akili, unaona.
But speaking of which, when was the last time you cried?
When was the last time we cried? Okay. Nilienda home Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday was the last. Monday. It was on Monday. Monday was the last time we cried. Yeah. Don't ask me why.
Okay.
But I will just say, rejection is redirection. Like the moment
someone rejected you.
No, not someone. Oh God, I can't cry over someone rejecting me. Come
that
on.
That rejection is a blessing.
Moyo, man.
I've been there, done that. Don't recommend, honestly. But man, we move.
Me, my first depression was because of a lady. Me siwezi tamani kurudi.
Big up to that lady. I love you.
What she said.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Rejection is redirection. Like, take an example. On Sunday evening, I was supposed to travel to Nairobi, literally last Sunday.
Yeah.
So nilikuwa hadi nishapack bags zangu. Nimekunja manguo. We were going for an event, and the target was to market my album so that it can get a wider audience.
Yeah.
Plus a wider, how do I call it, sponsorship na nini. Because it was a big deal. Just me going there, it was already a big deal. Nimepack bags. So tuko quick mart, tunabuy supper. Rich kids, we only shop in supermarket.
Tunabuy supper supermarket.
Yes. Tukienda kubuy supper, I call that person. Nilikuwa nataka kufanya shopping ya 2 snacks tudogo twa kutravel nazo. Namuuliza tunatoka saa ngapi? And then this person is like, na kucall ukifika kwa nyumba, but ni kama hatuendi. Hapo tu akili yangu ilishaniambia manze, hii shabako ni kama hatuendi. So nikafika kwa nyumba, hakuni call back. Aka text kwa group ati, yo, hatutaenda.
Naona nika ile kitu ita ni.
Aita make. Mi hata sikuargue, nilisema tu ni sawa. My mom called me, akanza uko free? Nikamwambia niko free kabisa. Come home. I didn't even know like what was going to happen at home. So me, bags nilikuwa nimepack, hata siku unpack, niliunpack after nimetoka home. Juu nilienda home asubuhi nikarudi jioni. I went home, tukakaa na bradhangu, tukapiga tu mastori zetu za kawaida, reminded myself of a lot of things. And then that is when it dawned on me, kuna times zingine ufika nikiwa tu hivi tu karibu na success.
Something pulls you back.
It shifts like drastically mpaka niko zile za what is happening? Haikuwa happen hivi. Si kitu nilikuwa nimeintend. But then something, just a thought came to me ikaniambia, every time you've been rejected, there has always been a better redirection. A better redirection. Like,
buzz.
Way better.
Hata
kwa relationships.
Unaona that success that you were redirected from? Those people that were around that success, you ilikuwa kidogo upate. They want much for you. No, they want au wanafaa ku experience the glare. Exactly. Whatever you carry, whatever you possess.
That is what I told myself. I remember I told Amanda manze, hii imebako but ni sawa. Tutapata ingine. I told her tukwa nyumba and ilinibo, yes, ilinibo, tuka stress eat.
Lazima ikuume.
Iliniuma. But then I was like, it has happened before. It is happening right now. It will always happen. But something better is coming.
It's coming,
You know, it might not be today. It might not be tomorrow. But I know what I do. I believe in myself. Man, itakam.
Crazy.
Yangu itanipata.
Itakam.
So let's talk a little about your album. Tuambie, what's the album all about?
Free freedom. When kikushow free freedom, unafikiria nini?
Free freedom. Free freedom. Free freedom. It's tough, man. Hey, bro. It's crazy because, in a sense, is freedom... Are we really free?
Are we really free? Yeah. So I started...
Is freedom really a thing?
Does freedom exist?
Because, honestly, me, and that's what I always say, I always feel like we are controlled by some system that is way, way beyond us. Man.
It's not even true to the
There are kuna tu some few elements sitting somewhere. Wameamua tu even though se wataishi.
So me, I sat and told myself, I want to cause impact. and it was supposed to be, actually Free Freedom was supposed to be a depression album. For real. Ilikuwa ikuwa about my story, what I've gone through, and now I'm here doing poetry again.
Yeah.
But then I sat and asked myself, what is Kenya going through? I'm still suffering from considering others before considering myself.
Uteseke as an individual, tena uteseke kiinchi, man.
That's a disease I'm still suffering from, but I'll get well soon, inshallah. So I sat and asked myself, I want to do this for me, but everyone in Kenya is going through it. We all want therapy. Hakuna mtu Kenya sahi hataki therapy.
May feel like therapy kiplani uko overrated.
True, but tusiende huko utafanya nikasirike.
But anyway, endelea.
So I sat nikajiuliza, what is Kenya going through right now?
Yeah.
Because my way of coping has always been through talking to people. You know, I told myself last year in June, Gen Zs died.
A lot.
And we moved on like it's as if nothing had happened. I sat and looked at femicide cases. People died. University students being killed. It's only degrees zote
zimeishia, man.
You know, and no one talked about it. Tuliongelea for some time, ikazama. You know, I talked about how youths are jobless right now. Hatuna jobs. Mi sina job permanent ati naenda 8 natoka 5 napewa 50k yangu at the end of the month.
Uko gig economy, man.
Niko gig economy yenye pia si daily. You know. So I told myself, instead of talking about depression, let me do it na aspect here, what Kenya is going through right now. And all this is because freedom is nowhere in the picture. So I sat down, and the funny story is people write before creating a title for a song or a piece or anything.
Yeah.
I wrote titles. I just sat nikambia God manze, nadai write kitu, ebu nipe way forward. Nashika hivi simu, title inanikujia Free Freedom. Nikaiandika chini Free Freedom. Nikaenda next page. Title inanikujia system ina change. Nikaandika tu system ina change mpaka ya 6. And then I was like, umenipea titles, sasa nidu nini na hizi titles? Naona. And it's funny how people say, oh, my motivation comes when I sleep. My motivation comes when I'm doing my dishes.
Ukiosha vyombo?
Nikiosha vyombo. Hapo tu kwa sink, line itanikujia. And once I've written one line, the rest will flow.
So una pause, alafu unaenda unaandika.
I'll just write it down. Nisipoandika nitasahau. That is how I always write my pieces. So it came up like so weirdly. Nilipata 2 lines zina flow. Naandika, and I wrote the 6 pieces. And I was like, I've always written pieces, but sijai record. So twende studio. Called my friend, nikamuuliza, "Yo ni aje poa? Unajua producer yote hii Kisumu mwenye ataanza you know,
ukapata nani?
There's a producer called Boom. Ajulikani. Ajulikani. I also wanted someone who's not so Free Freedom is basically just on the neck of Gava Kiplani. And I don't want to be known as that. Okay, I talk about such stuff, but sitaki kutafutwa juu hiyo vitu.
Hautatafutwa, man.
Exactly. Thank you. Not just tatafutwa. So I was like, I want someone who's incognito, mse hata share job yangu before mini share mwenyewe.
Ako excited, man.
Atatumia hiyo kupata views, you know. So I talked to my friend, akanipea kazini yake, nikamwambia boom, tukaongea, tukadiscuss. We were actually going to shoot uko Riyadh ya airport, uko chini. You can imagine kwenda hiyo extent yote juu tu unaogopa utaki kufanya kitu penye wase watasikia tunafanya nini. Tukarecord the 6 pieces, and then it was like live recording. So unaweza imagine how difficult that was, doing a live recording on studio. See on stage, on studio. So yeah, tukaiandika and nika hivi kwanza nikaziangalia. Nikaita mabeshte zangu wenye walikuwa Kisumu by that time, tukaenda listening party wakazisikiza. They were even telling me, ebu anza kutafuta line ya Airtel. Like, bro, you know, people were scared.
Too bad I missed
on my behalf. But don't worry, uja miss the online bit of it. It is launching soon online. But it's a launch online.
When?
I'll tell you.
Okay,
nitakwambia. So, mabeshte zangu wakakuja listening party. We corrected.
Yeah? Okay.
We corrected where relevant, na nini. And then I told myself, instead of launching it online kwanza ilete jam na venye sahi ilipata nimeilaunch June. Na unajua June kuna ile tension ya reject finance bill bado ya last year. So nikasema let's do it physically first before hata nieke online. Nitaweka online time watu wa expect.
Yeah.
Unajua ile time kumetulia hata hakuna mtu anaongelelea sijui politics na nini na nini.
Yeah.
Hiyo ndio time tutairusha huko. But for now let's do a live thingy. Sasa watu wakuje ni perform wakisikiza. And then kuchagua date nikasema June 25th. And then I start nikajiuliza hii ndio time yenye
June 25th ile yenye wase walikuwa crazy.
Sasa best yangu tena ndo aliniuliza akaniza Gleh uko sure na June 25th? Juu hii siku kunaweza kuwa hata na shutdown.
Yeah.
Na story za guns zilikuwa zimeanza ati guns wanalipwa and stuff. Nikasema that is not what I want. So I chose June 20th thinking that it was on a Saturday, kumbe it was on a Friday. Ikakuja hivyo June 20th, I didn't even change it. Nikasema si shatoka hivyo hadi poster imetoka. Tufanye tu sasa. It was on a Friday. Called my mom nikamwambia mami na launch album. Akakaa mamangu, budangu, uncles zangu wawili.
Big up to your parents.
Like my parents will always be there. Unasikia mimi nasemanga usiponipenda napendwa kwetu. Napendwa kwetu.
What's BN?
So I told people to come see me perform, but I was also strict with who I was inviting. I wanted a maximum of 60 people. And the people who came were 58. I didn't want a lot of people. Juu nilikuwa najua what this thing is all about. And I don't want people to iharibike before watu get the message. You get? And I was feeling like wase walikam ni wase walikuwa wanafaa kusikiza hiyo message.
Sako yako sasa.
Sako yangu ndo ilifaa kusikiza hii message. Wakisha isikiza, juu ni wase wako kwa active in space, they'll help me spread it. Pole pole. You know, sitaki iende like ati unaona venye maji ikianza kumwagika hapa like drop ita spread pole pole. Haitamwagika once. Hivyo ndo nilikuwa nataka. So we were still hyping it free freedom. Hata after the launch, tunapost tu sneak peeks tu kidogo kwa stories. And then sasa ndo tukasema sasa it's time kuiweka online. So it's under review. It should be out. Ikienda sana by next weekend. Juu sahii najua kumetulia. Watu bado wanafocus kwa ball na nini.
Bado sahii tuko hype ya Kenya.
Juu I also feel like free freedom should be a movement. It shouldn't just be kitu ya 1 year na imeenda. And it should be not just a governance thing. Unasa next year I can decide nifanye free freedom depression edition. Then the other year free freedom.
Nimekuelewa sasa. Una like on the part of freedom ilikuwa najaribu kuload like if freedom una focus on what? Unajua kuna ile personal freedom. You're also free yani that's a personal freedom. I think kuna vile kwa freedom you can kuna vile depends on how you want to resonate na kuna ile personal kuna
afu unajua state tuko sahi as a people as Africa we are not in a constant state. Leo issue inaweza kwa femicide, kesho isha shift ni politics, kesho kutwa sijui nini imefanyika.
Tuko World War mse. This is World War 3 and it's digital.
It's digital, you know. So I was telling myself, let's do it, but tunafanya freedom ikwe kwa kila kitu. Si politically peke yake. Because also looking at my poetry journey, people have always known me as the poet is always on the neck of government. Na mimi sitaki kujulikana.
Unakanyaga shingo.
Mimi na ukanyaga shingo.
Bado wanapumua man.
If you listen to my pieces, most of them niko tu kwa shingo ya serikali tu, yani nakukanyaga tu kabisa.
Vile inafaa.
But then I was thinking, if I'm doing that, na at the end of the day the system will always be the system. Hata mbadilishe huyu, the next person might be even worse. You know, how about I start liberating people sasa? So
it's crazy,
that's free freedom kwa nutshell.
Okay. So wacha tuongelee sasa the East African Poetic Hour. Ni Poetic Hour?
Poetic Hour
battle.
Funny story, I was a contestant in 2022 kwa the battle. And
how did you perform?
First runners up.
Crazy man.
Kijana alinishinda ashindwe.
Mbona ashindwe? Inakusumbua. May I have ADHD? Self-diagnose.
Hata mi OCD yangu ni self-diagnose. Hakuna mtu ameniambia I have OCD.
Kuna vitu zingine tu it starts by acceptance. Mi najua niko nayo.
So I contested back in 2022. And I can say just sharing a stage with artists from almost everywhere. Ili cause impact kwa life yangu. Juu I was used to people calling me kuja tu perform na ukienda kuperform I'm performing to friends, people I know. People I know like this time round I'm performing with people I always see on TV. Niko like, we nataka kwa kawe kama actually when I was writing in 2017 I used to listen to Teardrops so much. Sijui unajua Teardrops. There's Teardrops and Willie Oeba, those two people.
I studied with Willie, man.
For real?
I think he was a year I think a year ahead of me. Alikuwa a year or 2 years. a year bro, I'm a millennial, man. You know, accept. Alikuwa a year or 2 ahead of me.
Nice.
Yeah, so
I used
to Moi University. Alikuwa na chapa hizo vitu.
Hizo poetry zake. I used to listen to the two so much, so they used to motivate me.
Yeye pia anakanyaga shingo.
Na ukanyaga urumi. So in 2021, Oeba won the East Africa Poetic Battle, and I was like, mtu na look up to. Ameshinda hii award.
Yeah.
When 2022 walitoa poster ya watu wa register. Sikufikiria mara mbili.
Wewe ni nani?
I used to have.
Did you get to compete against him?
Alikuwa ameshinda the previous year. Na I guess haikuangi rahisi mtu alikuwa before akuje tena.
Okay.
I've not seen that. I think so. In 2022 when your poster ilitoka, I used to have hizi simu zinaitwa Nokia C2. Simu fulani hivi una record, unaweza dhani umerecord na reflection ya kisu. Na labda Nokia wana mto hiyo part. I used to have
watu tafute tukue brand ambassadors juu story HMD.
So nikaita brother yangu nikamwambia shika tu simu urecord juu audition nakwanga unatuma video. Ni record and then tutatuma to submit. Kani yangu itanipata. My small brother aka record video, kwanza ilikuwa hivi juu ni mfupi, so niko hapa juu. Nikatuma the video na links to what I do. By that time I had not deleted my YouTube account channel. Nili delete your face ya depression. So nikawatumia links za kazi yangu, and then I was selected. And then I went, nika contest, and first wanachujanga 4 rounds. Round 1 wachache wanatoka, round 2 wengine wanatoka, round 3 wengine wanatoka. In
a single day?
And then watatu wanabaki for the final round. So kwa hiyo round ya mwisho sini watatu. Kuna number 1, kuna number 2, na kuna number 3. So I made it to the last round. Tukakuwa a guy called Gleh the Poet. Kuna Amanda. There was Gleh the Poet, there was me, and there was a Ugandan lady, I've forgotten her name. So I remember by that time audience ilikuwa inasaidia kuchoose who's the winner. So Gleh took number 1 and then I took number 2. I was not okay 100 of course, but I was like, kama nimemake it to the last round, mimi ni mnoma. Mimi ni mkali. So after that I guess that is now when I discovered I could be a good poet. Poetry could really feed me. Poetry could cause an impact just through my name. Unajua? Kuna rooms utaingia na jina yako imefika before hata ufike. Have you ever noticed that? Umefika mahali, people know your name but hawajui ni wewe. Kama venye, a good example, tukiingia hapa tuliulizwa Gleh sasa ni nani? Like you get, kuna place jina imefika before ufike. So I would say Poetic Hour like changed me, like for real. Hao ndo walifanya nikajua I can do better. Mimi mnoma already, but I can do better. Unaona, I can push myself to a certain level. And since that battle, my life has never been the same at twice.
Crazy.
My life has never been the same at twice. And I'm not the only one who can say that exact word. A lot of poets who've been in the battle can say that same word. Hadi wenye wali take part of the kwa battle na hawakushinda, but they're now doing amazing work out here.
I think by just being in that platform already, man.
It's like it's you're battling with poets in East Africa. Like this year has South Sudan, Uganda, Tanzania, and Kenya. Imagine 18 poets.
It's on 30th.
30th.
You must attend, man.
Yeah, it's on 30th.
It's next week.
Yeah, it's next week.
Crazy.
30th of August. By the way, you guys should come to the East Africa Poetic Hour battle. So
inaisha saa ngapi?
Inaanza 6, inaisha around 11
a.m.
PM. Inaanza 6 PM to 11 PM.
Utaenda Vibe Fest, don't worry.
Ndajigawa mara mbili.
Hata mimi naenda Vibe Fest basi nikimalizana na Poetic Hour.
Wase tunaanza Poetic Hour.
But at least umespecify time. Hapo nani nimefurahia.
Tunaanza 6
kwa time.
Tunaanza Poetic Hour asubuhi until mali tutafika. Number 1 tunajua auko this year?
Siko this year.
Man. Anyway, tulikuwa tunataka kuona performance yake. And then from that tunaenda kuona kina watendawili.
Yeah. So after this year iko na four poor countries. And I think I've not seen that in Kenya.
Yeah.
Hata ikwe ati sijui ya singing, nimeona tu East Africa Got Talent peke yake. But sijona ati they're specifying on singers peke yake ndo wanaenda kwa this battle, wanafanya rounds na ni singers wa East Africa peke yake. East Africa Poetic Battle is the only one.
Yeah,
and I think it's really ina cause impact. Juu kama last year, I think the winner was it Uganda? Trust me, I am sure poets from Uganda were pulled to apply for the East Africa Poetic Battle. Juu alikuwa zile za, if one of us can, then we also can. So it's pulling poets together, like in a very funny way.
Lakini Watanzania hawajui poetry.
Wako this year wako ngapi? Wako Tanzanian poets wako.
Yo beef yetu amshindi hii man. Amshindi hata ball pia mtashinda. Hawashindi ball na hii pia hawashindi.
So I believe kulikuwa na impact na itakuwa from now onwards. Like I always say, the battle ilianza na under the mango tree as poetry after lunch. And now we are seeing the fruits. Like, the fruits are so, like, ziko so evident. Like, ata, ushaiona mse make up battle ya East Africa. Na watu wame show up.
How will you say the journey has been kutoka mtoke under the mango tree mpaka mali mmefika sasa?
Just like any event organizer in Kisumu would say, rocky.
And shaky.
There are days, of course, you'll witness. And there are days you'll witness lows.
Yeah.
But then again, you're like, what's the main reason as to why you started that? If your main reason was to get money, trust me, there's nowhere you're going. Like Godfrey is the pioneer, yeah. Godfrey always tells us, never stop doing something unless the reason as to why ulianzisha imeisha.
Even in your deathbed, guys.
Like, wow. So, like, alikuwa nasema, unaweza kuwa umetuma email leo, wakakuturn down. Next year, ukifanya the same thing, umetuma email, wakakuturn down. Don't stop doing it just because they said no. Keep on doing it. You don't know. Na, I always use that, alafu na jekea zile za, wakisha nikubali, misa na wapea network yangu.
Yeah.
Nawambia,
vile inafaa, man.
The me you met in 2021 is not the me right now.
Hey,
so you
bro.
have to go with what I'm saying right now. So I think that has always been a flag bearer of to why Poetic Hour is what it is right now.
Yeah.
So just don't stop doing what you're doing unless the reason as to you're doing it imeisha.
Man.
Nikiacha kukupenda na hiyo nilikuwa nakupenda juu ya mapua na umekatwa mapua. Someone used that example the other day and I was like, oh God, no, don't say that. Like this person literally said that kama nakupenda juu ni mrefu alafu ukatwe mguu. And I was like, what is wrong with you? Like, don't use that. But you see, but for real, there is kama reason.
Kuna ingine crazy niliisikia. Sijui ilikuwa joke or anything. Ati ningekupenda lakini uko na macho utaona watu wengine.
Wow.
Ama nakupenda lakini juu uko na mguu hatuwezi hii kitu haiwezi work. You'll walk out of my life.
Guy.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry for I apologize on his behalf. But for real, if the reason is you're doing something in Maisha, then there's no point of you doing it.
Yeah.
But if the reason was to help people, that reason will never fade away. There's always someone you can help somewhere. So I feel like East Africa Poetic Battle is always there. I know, of course, poets ni wanoma, but it always pushes poets. Like, ukitoka kwa your stage, whether you've won or lost, you're not the same person.
You're not the same.
You're not the same person. You know, you've grown through seeing other poets perform on stage.
Yeah.
Just on that single night, kuna poet ataona poet mwingine anafanya something different na ina work. This poet will be motivated to do the exact same thing, but in a twisted way. Of course, na utamu ya spoken word, inaweza sema jua inajua na mwezi haiwezi, and then another person will say the sun will rise even though the moon will come at night. Like, you know, it's the same concept but different lines now all make sense in the same way.
Yeah.
So it's always about, you'll try to copy what this person is doing because they're doing something nice, but the way you'll do it might even be better than what this person is doing.
Yeah.
And you couldn't see this person unless you came to the Poetic Hour battle. So the battle helps you meet people who've helped you become something else that you never thought you will be. And then funny story, I don't know if it's funny story or true story, they do trainings kwa poets before even the battle. Unaona, they can come 2 days before. Na hizi siku mbili si ati wanalala. wanatrainiwa, you're being taught management, you're being taught branding, unafunzwa, like it's a whole package. So even though uja win kwa battle, you're going home knowing I know how to become a brand.
Yeah.
Like last week nilikuwa nimetoa nini kuva dress, a black dress, and then I was like, nah, I want people to know me as Gleh the Poet. Why am I putting on my dress?
Yeah.
Let me put on my t-shirt. You see? So how will you know that unless you're taught how to brand yourself?
Yeah.
I was taught how to brand myself back in 2022, and that has impacted me up to today.
Yeah.
You know? So whatever lessons they learn, kwa hiyo branding, kwa hiyo training yote, that whole session, how to upload your work, how to document stuff, because honestly, people don't know. When I came here, you realized Amanda was really recording me. And it's not because like I'm going to, of course I'll post it as a vlog online.
I hope
like,
you pay her well.
Of course, I always post my vlogs online. But then when someone asks me, whether I'm a good podcaster, because I believe I have a good voice.
You do.
So mtu akiniuliza na kuchukua kufanya podcast, evidence iko, I'll show them this podcast and other podcasts I've taken part in.
Yeah.
So if I say I'm a poet, what do you do? Show me evidence. Like nionyeshe unafanya nini. Nitatoa wapi evidence if I didn't document stuff?
Yeah.
I couldn't learn documentation if not for Poetic Hour. So Poetic Hour, not only does it bring poets in East Africa together, but it also raises poets to become better people in the society. Like you see, I'm a poet, yes. But ni hivyo kweli na imeisha. I learned how to make my own red card through that show. Unajua, mtu anafikiria tu anafaa perform spoken word apewe thao.
Na imeisha.
Na kuna mtu red card yake ya spoken word inasoma 120,000 facts. Facts. Na amekuperform ya piece ngapi?
Moja.
Na aja kupea nini yake ya band. Aja kuambia ati nikikuja na band una triple the amount.
Kukama up na hizo bars si rahisi.
Si rahisi, it's not easy. If you think it's easy, then do it. That's what I always tell people. You think my poetry is easy? Do it.
Yeah.
You know? But then I couldn't get this brain if it were not for the East Africa Poetic Hour battle. They trained me. Like, even Janabi was a judge in 2022.
Is he a judge pia kwa hii?
I'm not sure. I don't know the judges. Unajua judge si tu mtu unatembea.
Na wewe ni mtu wa ndani, man. Hapo unatudanganya. Lazima unajua. Because now, I would like to know, kuna hii nini ya sahi. AI. Kuna nyinyi sasa. Those people are creative, yes. But kuna, say, of course, watatumia AI. So how will they know ati ni msee,
you know,
ni kazi yake?
Nikiamka asubuhi, a friend of mine, Marion, alitumiwa poem kwa DM. You know how people always flirt? So this guy aliflirt na poem. And this poem had
nikumbusha nikiwa mtoi, man.
This poem had a lot of commas, you know. This boy
me you know the way najuanga AI, kazi AI hizo ma iPhone
and then poem alitumiwa ilikuwa nazo. But then of course hata ukiedit hiyo vitu, I will know if what you're doing is AI or real. AI is totally different from human brain. AI is more advanced. You know, AI won't say I woke up in the morning.
But you can't say AI is more advanced because at the end of the day ni sisi tuna feed AI. It's data from us.
I think it's the aspect of AI thinks more than we think. IT wise. Like,
you know, we're the ones, sisi ndo tunaifeed na data.
We are feeding it, yes. Yeah. But the point is, if you tell AI, write me this statement, write me a poem about my sunshine. Haitaandika venye a poet can write. AI will use ambiguous words. AI will use lines that you can't think a normal poet would
unless
use.
Can him say aja master ku prompt AI.
But imagine you can know the difference between an AI poem and nowadays it is so easy because see they will send their physical scripts. Do you know I can just take a photo of your script and put it on AI and ask the percentage of AI in this.
Duplicheka.
But unajua that AI thing, in terms of you go check, you can take a peek nini. Aikwangi correct. So there's this we in school, since I'm doing journalism, so we had this unit. You were writing like
plagiarism checker or what?
No. Ilikuwa tunaandika. It's like you write it's like about your own story, who you are, onana. So it's like you give like a story about what you're targeting. It's like just explaining who you are currently and what you expect to be baadaye. So utakuja upeana your story, like your childhood story, nini things you've gone through and all that.
Yeah.
So we had this lecturer alikuwa na hiyo tabia like anapitisha kwa AI. So I'm like, you want me to write something about myself na unapitisha kwa AI. So kuna vile ilikuwa unagawa your work, your childhood story, then your nini. Then there's a guy in class alikuwa manika this childhood story. Then the lecturer akipitisha kwa AI inamwambia it's 99% AI. So this is my childhood story. So inakujaje inakuaje AI? Unaona? So then hapo tukakuja tukarealize like si kila kitu AI gives us is normally. Hata kuna point inakwambia inakupatia information but kuna vile it brands it.
Limited.
Yeah, inakwambia tunakupatia information but don't rely too much on it. Unaona? So kuna vile pia AI and I'm like,
but you know, I always say if I am a poet, I don't need an app to help me write my pieces. It's always about authenticity, and it makes me think of this year's theme: bold, authentic, culturally rich. For my piece to be that bold, trust me, it is not AI written. Ni self-written or whatever English that can be used there.
Akili mtu wangu.
For my piece to be authentic, it has to come from me. Like, kwani mi ujuliza mse, okay, AI helps me graduate, like, honestly. But then again, with poetry or art, it's different.
Yeah.
I can't, nilikuwa nonadi, shule zingine, I always write scripts for schools. A school calls you inataka script. Someone goes to AI, inambia AI, write me a script about this and this and this and this. So you're giving students an AI thingy, and you know, you can't act AI. You cannot, but you can act something that has been written by a human being.
Yeah.
So instead of just letting people know who you truly are, you're letting people know your AI version. Like, it doesn't make sense. Yes, AI is helping, but come on, kwani unajidoubt aje to a point that you want AI to write your pieces?
Okay, what if we say it this way? When it comes to writing, whether it's a poem, it's nini, like when it comes to writing as a whole, it's why me naonanga it's normally about just pouring your feelings.
Yeah.
Pouring your emotions, your feelings, like whatever, that feeling you have inside you, whether it's rage, utapata it's a poem about rage. You pour that courage you have, inside you, whether it's love, pour that love that you
have inside.
What are you feeling in terms of love? Like una feel nini ndani yako. Whether it's hate, pour that hate. It's like me feel kama it's like venting to a paper. Yeah. Unaona, AI doesn't vent.
It does not. It does not.
Una kama, like, I was in drama. So una kama it's a script. You can act, then kuna vile you pour that, yani kama it's a scene ya kulia, kuna vile you pour emotions on that scene.
Unalia.
Una feel, yani
una feel.
Ushai feel script. Umemaliza season but you just feel the script. Like kila mahali unaenda tu that script kuna vile it and it speaks something to you.
I know, yeah. And also there is the aspect of the original you will make
originality.
Manze. You'll be proud of yourself. Authenticity.
That one.
You'll be proud of yourself because what you've written has made you become position one. But when AI helps you to write it, you won't even, you'll celebrate it, yes.
For me, I feel like AI should just ikusaidie to make it better.
Refine your work.
Yeah. But me, what I can tell you as an artist, you are better. You're already good. For you to be selected among, unajua submissions zilikuwa ngapi na watu wamechaguliwa walikuwa ngapi?
But the submissions zilikuwa ngapi?
Janabi might answer that. I'm not sure, but zilikuwa mob. For them to turn it down to 18, submissions zilikuwa mob. You made it to that bracket. What makes you think AI ndo inafaa kusaidia kukua the next level? You already made it to that bracket. And before AI, you are even doing it better. So just do you. And you know, it's always, come on, this year's theme is from plates to policy table and youth taking space in governance. You know, you have to write something you've experienced. Like someone from South Sudan, they know what their president has done.
Those people are just they're constantly in war. Someone
from Uganda is someone who has encountered dictatorship ever since this person was born. So you can't tell me AI will help this person write what they have encountered.
So you want to say AI doesn't know Museveni?
Does it? And if it does it know him for who he truly is? Because I tried Googling when I was writing Free Freedom, there's a piece called Rest in Power. And Rest in Power talks about the soldiers we've lost during the struggle last year.
Yeah.
And when I was writing Rest in Power, I asked AI, give me the names of the people who died during the Gen Z protests because I wanted names to be included in my piece, you know. And it brought me 3 names. 3 names.
Labda nijua tujaifeed your data.
No, there is censorship. You know, anything that comes online has been censored already. If you search about, in 2008, 1st of January, we lost people in Kiambaa Church. Walichomwa ndani ya kanisa. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
If you go and Google about the Kiambaa Church,
how would I not know that, man?
Utapata.
I mean, I'm older than you.
I almost no. Wait! Don't use that against me because I used my Gen Z ship
where
against you.
Where were you in 2008?
I was in class 2.
2-8.
Bro, me, I was in class.
Same.
Mini mtoto.
Wow.
So there's the aspect of censorship. If you go and search online about the Kiambaa Church massacre, it won't give you the true story. They'll just tell you people were burnt in the church.
Asini ukweli walichoma.
But hawatakupea the real story.
What story do you want to know?
Mbona watu walichomwa?
Si juu hapo selection violence.
Iko hapo kweli.
Wacha ndauliza AI.
So there's the aspect of censorship. So I think just be authentic with your work, just be natural. Because when you mnoma, like maybe for me, someone who writes their pieces using AI, unimse ajiamini 100.
Oh, na hate sasa.
No, it's not hate. Like, come on.
Me the next Poetic hour battle ndatumia AI
Naomba nikuwe judge.
Janabi atanichuja acha ninyamaze.
So you see, like just believe that you can and just do it. Because when we were doing Poetic Hour in 2022, we didn't have AI and we made it.
Was there. It was there,
we
but
didn't know it.
You didn't.
Personally, me hata sikuwa najua kuna kitu kama AI ilikuwa ina exist.
AI imeanza 2017.
I didn't. Mimi nimejua AI nikiwa third year. Hapo ndo nilianza kutumia AI. Juu nilikuwa nimechoka kufikiria.
Si ni juu Afrika tunapatiwanga residues. Wakishatumia
ndo wanatusukumia. So unaona like you can do it just by you making it to the final selection. Usha selectiwa kukua poet wa battle. You can write your own pieces without AI and you can win that prize.
Okay, so sasa tukimalizia unaweza tupatia just a piece of your work.
I didn't see that coming.
Moja tu.
Why?
One random one. The audience would like to know. That's your camera.
I didn't see that coming.
It has come.
It is okay. Let me phrase something in mind as we talk about something.
No, that's what you want.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Hapo hakuna AI. Even something you did in 2017. I believe the other one lazima tungoje release. Free freedom.
Kuconvince Gava do their work nika kuambia Kilema put his best foot forward. Kuna uongo sipendi kusikia ni ile a time will tell. At the end of the day ni money ndo huwa inatell. Tumejengewa expressway na uhuru but bado hatuna uhuru ya kujiexpress. Siku hizi 247 hospitals ufunguliwa at 2 na kufungwa at 4, leaving more than 7 dead. Si bado najiuliza ni aje kulikuwa na story ya Vision 2030 but siku hizi most of our youths are dying between 20 and 30 with young visions. Stories za police brutality zimekuwa kama daily bread. Ni juzi tu just here in Kisumu tulilose baby Pendo. Mnafanya na question notion ya peace, love and unity. Stories za police brutality zilifanya tukalose innocent souls kama kina Rex Masai, Albert Ojwang, Chris Msando, Orwa Ojode, you name them. Na bado tunaishi. See, it's hard and it is sad. I've never understood the concept of us moving on. Ni juzi tu tulilose souls kwa gate ya parliament. Na tukamove on ni kama hakuna kitu ili happen. Ni juzi tu femicide cases zilikuwa on the rise. Na tulimove on bado. Sijaelewa hiyo concept. Ni juzi tu 7 tulilose innocent souls hadi watoto wadogo wa shule walikufa. But tulimove on. So where are we as a country? Tuko kwa state yenye mtu anaweza kubali kupewa 2,000 amalize life ya msee. Tulifika aje hapa? Ju freedom haiko free. Hata tukijaribu kusema why free, huwa inapeanwa hata fee. Death yetu kwao ni life. Suffering yetu kwao ni joy. Na Christ zetu kwao ni smiles. Gleh the Poet.
Crazy. Guys,
Oh wow, that was
was so
random.
random.
Appreciate
Yeah.
poetry. You do like this.
this is for spoken words, guy.
Kwa nini amefanya?
Umefanya?
Spoken
Spoken
word.
word.
Oh,
Umpatie zake.
wow.
But you've done good, man. So guys,
it was a freestyle. I'm sorry. Like I've just grabbed some 2 pieces from everywhere, and some pieces are natural. Nimezitoa kwa hii kiti. But manze, mfollow kazi yangu. Mkini support.
so where do they get you?
Gleh the Poet on all platforms.
Mm.
On X, on Linktree, on CG, Facebook. Oh, not Facebook.
You're not
You know,
on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook. I'm a Gen Z. Facebook is not really my style.
At
I
least
actually-
nilisaidia Ray is now on Facebook, man.
I said, like,
Ray is now on Facebook.
I've joined Facebook because of work. You know, I had to
Hata
manage.
yeye
Yeah.
pia.
I had to manage social media pages for clients, and they have Facebook. So you have to have a Facebook account for you to link your Facebook account to their Facebook account. But I'm a Gen Z. I'm still trying to figure out Facebook. But you
Aren't
can,
we all Gen Z?
kabisa ebu maneuvering around Facebook ni kazi ngumu hata
it's
kushinda Instagram.
difficult.
It's difficult.
It's difficult. Like, but I'm trying. I have 296 followers on Facebook.
Wanatoka
Clap
pia
for
followers.
Yeah, wanitonga followers.
Okay.
I'm trying, and it's a new account.
Ah,
And nimeiweka tu juu ya kazi.
vile
Hata mimi
Circumstances.
nimeshangaa tu juzi I'm already at 2.1.
We're trying. Sini ma genius.
Guys, anyway, for this and such acts, and if you would like to meet Gleh the Poet, tupatane East African
Poetic
Hour Battle.
on the 30th of August
Yeah.
from 6 p.m. to 10:30ish.
Wapi?
Ile ikienda sana 11 at Baraza Media Lab iko Lake Basin Mall. I know you'll say Lake Basin Mall ilikufa ikaenda.
No, iko.
But it is
alive
there
and kicking. Yeah.
and you can find it at Baraza Media Lab here in Kisumu. Baraza Media Lab is a space that accommodates creatives.
Yeah.
For those who do not know. So tupatane the East Africa Poetic Hour Battle 2025 on the 30th of August.
Mmesikia?
Na mnifollow Gleh the Poet on all social media platforms.
We are out, man.
Nataka kupeana parting
Bye.
shot.
Oh, fine. Wacha patiane
Wanani
parting
cut
shot.
short. Amjali msani.
Please.
Just one word, yeah?
Mm.
One sentence.
Yeah.
For you to be where you want to be, you have to be where you are right now.
Pita wengi.
Me ezi ni Peter.
Imempita though ataki
I'm
kuadmit to.
there. I'm where I have to be right now.
So
I'm
for
here.
you to be where you want to be, you have to be where you are right now. Like utafika huko, but you just have to experience where you are right now. You have to face these hurdles right now. Ndo hizo hurdles zingine zikikukujia, uli experience hurdles mingi hadi sasa uko zile za.
In short, 7 years of famine, 7 years of fertility.
Na za fertility kuna storms pia hapo ndani.
Okay, something for you ya mwisho. Whatever to you, I can tell you is you are an alchemist. Don't forget that. The world needs its truth. Based on whatever you said, Saizi, the piece you've given us. And you are its essential voice. So never forget that.
Thank you.
Yeah, amepatiwa flowers. Guys, we are out, man.